Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get rid of this. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hi, everybody. It's the Drunken Peasants, episode 1116. Doing it live again on a Tuesday. But this is the second show of the week. We have the third tomorrow. If you want to help us out, check out our Streamlabs link in the description. I'll pin it in the chat. Help us get to at least 50% going into the third show of the week, so that we even it out a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. We got some fun stuff to go over today. If you want to, it's something. It's something else. And we'll go into that in just a moment here. Please like the stream. Did you watch Thundercats when you were a kid?
Not as much as other cartoons, but some, yeah.
You know, now with wrestlers, they're having them like cosplay for their wrestling matches. Like a lot of the women wrestlers do that.
Yeah, I think Rey Mysterio kind of started that with his WrestleMania costumes. He would always turn his he'd have a theme around them at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I saw the one wrestler for AEW, Jade Cargill. She did Chitara.
That looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Did she win?
Yeah, she's undefeated. Yeah. She's the kind of person. I don't know if she can act. If she can act, she'll probably get out of wrestling and go into acting.
Is she tall?
Yeah, she was a college basketball player. The first time I saw her was at a live match, and I was like, she's a star. Like,
I wonder what superhero she would best play.
She did Storm cosplay.
I
She
bet.
has
She looks like a good
silverish
Storm.
hair anyway. Like her default hair color is like silver, like Storm.
She'll probably stick with wrestling for another 4 or 5 years.
You can see her abs like through the costume.
Who are those are her abs?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
she should be she should be like some sort of superhero, even if it's a smaller role.
Yeah.
But who are the two behind her?
I don't know their names. I don't watch it enough, but I saw this recently. I was like, holy shit. Because that's such a throwback. She probably wasn't even alive when Thundercats were on TV, you know?
They bring Thundercats back?
They have a couple times. The last time was really cartoony, and I thought it was kind of dumb. But, yeah. Those are her real abs. Those are not accents on the costume. Look her up. She is ripped. She has like chiseled abs you could like juice an orange on.
Yeah, you could make Orange Julius's with her body. Those of you watching at home that are worried about the pre-show for actual Mania.
Yeah, what is up with that?
I think we had people drop out.
Who did?
I heard .exe executables dropped out. I heard Godot dropped out. So I think that leaves us with a small pool.
How many?
I don't know
I don't think the Gimbador's in it either.
Gimbador's not there, so we might not even have four.
So don't worry about it, guys, because part of the reason why I put in a stipulation where the losers had to sit out the next event was to get the people that submitted promos a chance to be in the next show at Cringecade. But I was going to do it for 2 months, but then I realized that the Rumble, our version of the Rumble, is after that, and I need, at least like 20 competitors for it.
Yeah.
So now I was like, we need to bring those people back anyway. So
we'll figure everything out.
And by the way,
everything will be
even if you have
all right.
Even if you have to sit it out, you can still make promos and stuff. You're just not competing in the very next event. You can look ahead and challenge people, in the future. And
if you have to sit it out, use this as a time to create your path to the future, or else. Don't make me or else you, because I will. Cheech Wizard is convinced that the costume is accented.
I don't know.
It
It looks like it's skin tight.
I wonder if we have a picture of her real abs. So we can shut,
I'm pulling it up right now.
Shut the haters up.
I mean, like, look at her abs.
Those are not. See, those. That's a costume that's accenting her abs.
You think so?
By exposing them.
Yeah, I mean, look at them. You think she needs fake abs on her costume?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Those were probably her real abs.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Her stomach looks like a Ninja Turtle stomach. You know how the Ninja Turtles got those abs?
Yes.
Those turtle abs?
Turtle abs.
She got them. She got the turtle power.
She got them turtle abs. I never heard of that before.
Those turtle abs.
Yeah. All right.
Everybody who's watching right now immediately agrees that that costume was no longer accented.
Right.
They're like,
That's
wait a
what I was
second.
saying.
Wait a second.
Yeah, when the first time I saw her, she I saw her at the AEW event in Chicago that me and Scott went to, and they were having, I think it was like a women's battle royal or something. And she walked out, and I'm like, holy shit, who is that? Like, she looked like she was chiseled out of marble, and then, yeah, it was just unbelievable. I don't know. And she was taller than most of the women, because a lot of women pro wrestlers are short, and she's probably like 5'11", 6 foot, somewhere around there.
And she's not running for president with Milo Yiannopoulos.
No, she is
that's
not.
Good.
No, that's yay. And we'll get to that.
There was people talking about how Milo got brought up on the H3 podcast, and they attributed him being canceled to Joe Rogan's podcast. And people in the comments were like, no, he got canceled on Drunken Peasants. He lost his career from being on Drunken Peasants. Like, at some point, we have to start giving people cease and desist orders for claiming they were the ones that took down Milo, right? It was all Drunken Peasants.
Cheech, those photos are not photoshopped. Some of those are from her at, like, live wrestling events. You're losing your mind.
Ben saw her live.
Yeah, like, that's what she looks like. She actually looks like that.
Ben probably wasn't even that inebriated by the time her match started. I can't confirm that, though.
Yeah, like, if you don't have actual abs that look like that, then, yeah, you wouldn't have to wear fake abs. There you go.
We're going to juice an orange on her to prove a point.
All right, let's see here.
Imagine if she worked that hard on her body just for a couple of fucking assholes to juice an orange on her stomach to prove a point on a podcast. I think it's worth it.
All right, let's get into something. Here we go.
I should turn off the goddamn internet.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. DP, are they going to touch me?
DP, are they going to touch me?
All right, so I want you to tell me what you think happened here with this video I'm about to show you. Amanda, ArtVanGrow.
Yeah.
She claims that Home Depot called her, and the stuff she's claiming Home Depot said, I don't think Home Depot would call to say to her. I don't think Home Depot would call her, period. I don't think corporate Home Depot has no reason to call her, for one thing. That's one reason why I don't believe it. And then to further it, the stuff they said makes me believe it even less. And I know she was doxxed and stuff like that, so I think this is a prank, but I think she thinks it's real. Or she thought it was real at some point.
Yeah, I don't think it's too hard to direct her reality in any certain
Right.
direction. So, does she play a video about it?
Yes, here we go.
Let's see what she has to say.
All right.
I know we've touched on this in the past.
Oh, yeah, she was getting dick
About-
pics sent to her, too.
Males, don't send a dick pic while you're taking a shit. It's not sexy. Also, just like unsolicited dick pics are just like not hot, you know? Like if you're gonna send an unsolicited dick pic, put a tip in there. At least I could sip on some coffee while I look at the dick I didn't fucking ask to see, you know? Just saying. And once again, sending a picture of your dick while you take a shit is not sexy. Repeating for the guys in the back.
Someone sent her a dick pic while they were on the toilet taking a shit.
Yeah.
Man.
Dick pics while taking a shit is not sexy.
Unless you're taking a shit on
today
somebody
was
sexy
day one
while
of
taking
my
the dick pic.
IOP, my intensive outpatient program. I had my first 3 hours of group therapy. I did orientation, got in our groups, had 2 different therapies.
And that's good. You know, she's working towards something. Hopefully, I don't know, you know, hopefully it helps.
Pittsburgh with us in group. That was exciting. Got to learn a little bit. I feel like I'm in school again.
I feel like I don't need to know this, though. Like, maybe you shouldn't tell us this, Amanda.
Well, I mean, she's an influencer, right? This is what influencers do.
Is she?
But she definitely
tried to be.
Plays the part.
Yeah.
Like you're whatever you are, as long as you try to be it until you stop trying to be it. That's why people can say they're entrepreneurs
I'm
when
an
they don't have
astronaut.
anything but collective debt. I mean, if you're trying to be an astronaut, maybe there's a certain tipping point where you're not an astronaut.
No.
But
you're not an astronaut technically until you get shot into space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I'm going from lecture
But
to
influencer
lecture.
doesn't have that many gates.
I mean, you got to have, I would say, a proportional amount of influence to be an influencer. I'm not going to say she has influence over nobody, but
the amount of influencers out there that are do-nothing motherfuckers is through the roof. So she's definitely on par with the majority of other influencers.
With like a 10-minute break. So I'm really excited to dive into this IOP and to just see how much I change in the next 8 to 12 weeks, to see how many skills and tools I learn to manage my PTSD and my high anxiety, and to see what tools and skills I learn to help other people in the future, to be more mindful of my words and my actions, and to hopefully access a lot of my old memories that are lost due to trauma.
Okay, so I have anxiety too, and I'm also addicted to coffee, which does not go well together. So like having anxiety, coffee, and weed together sometimes doesn't go well. So, you know, I can kind of empathize there. The whole like, oh, let me see what I can remember that I forgot due to trauma. A lot of times, a lot of stuff you come up with is not real.
Yeah, and
it's delusion.
Memory in general is not
right.
like a perfect copy of what happened either.
Yes.
You have biases and other things that turn your memories from what was actuality.
And sometimes it's complete, like, total fabrication.
Yeah, like, and that's why I like gaslighting people, because like even if they are right, they don't know that by the time I'm done with them.
By the way, guys, that just reminded me of something. I have an assignment for everyone watching this after the fact, if you could. I would like you guys to timestamp in the comments your favorite moment, or the funniest moment, or the most interesting moment of tonight's show. You know, like, I know if you're watching live, you can't leave a comment yet. Right? You know, like write it down or something and give it to me later. Because I want to, especially something like that, that would make a beautiful short.
Would it?
Yeah. And you can make shorts directly from streams now. So I think that would, that's why I enjoy gaslighting people.
Seems like that's out of context.
Is it? What, can we get the correct context then?
Well, you have to watch all 3 hours of the show. No. And if you don't watch all 3 hours of the show, then I can't help you.
Okay.
This is a living piece here. This is a menu.
Yes. Please do that, by the way. Like best moments, like best 30 to 60 seconds.
Hello world. This is meant to be a very sincere post. So trolls, keyboard warriors, take it as you may. I just got off the phone. I had a call from Home Depot, just called me. to talk a little bit more about the incident and to further the investigation. I don't even know how to say this without it coming out as exactly what I mean. I want y'all to know that Manager Hansen is getting promoted.
They called her and told her that the guy she complained about is getting promoted.
Manager Hansen.
To district
His name's Hassan.
To district manager.
His name's Hassan.
Yeah, well, I don't think so, Billy. She just talked to Home Depot and they said it was Hansen. So, there you go. They called her and they're like, hey, this is Home Depot. Just want to let you know, Manager Hansen, he's now going to be district manager because of what you did.
Because Home Depot wants to showcase diversity and have a black member move up, even though...
Is this Zach Knight calling her?
Probably.
Is this Zach Knight?
Why not diversify your crazies?
Home Depot? Seriously.
If I was a lol cow herder, I would diversify my psychos.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Hansen is not a black African American, and they acknowledged that, but they said politically speaking...
See, Home Depot would never call and say this stuff.
They said, politically speaking, this video is not looking really good for that Home Depot store. So in order to make that Home Depot store more diverse and fit better, they're promoting Manager Hansen up to district manager. I wonder what happened with
she had almost just shaken this. She'd almost moved on from this.
I know.
She was so close to just being another backyard camper. It was going to be perfect for her. But now she's playing into this obvious troll. Obvious.
Do you think she's told her group about all of this?
Probably. I think that her group probably listens very, very supportively, because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you are supposed to do. I just wonder if she's mentioned it because you'd think they'd be like, don't talk about this on the internet. Don't talk about this on the internet.
Maybe, yeah.
Right.
Manager from Arizona who got put over there, who called me to apologize about the way that Hansen called me the C word. I guess he's getting relocated or something like that. So I'd say that's awesome, like good for Manager Hansen. Then Home Depot asked me for the inconvenience of their staff sharing my personal information and my addresses online if they would like to donate. Sorry.
Listen to this. This is great.
I can't make this shit up. If they would like to donate money for me to a political party? A political party? A what? I'm confused here. I have cyberbullying and harassment up the yin yang.
up the wazoo. Up the hoo-ha.
We would like to send a $1,000 check to Joe Biden in your honor.
I will send a $2 million donation to Drunken Peasants in your honor.
The Drunken Peasants Party. I would like to send $500 to Milo Yiannopoulos, vice president with Kanye West. Yay.
I'm not going to actually donate it, though. I'm just going to pledge that amount. I pledged that amount.
Oh, the Amber Heard method.
You don't buy a house all at once, okay? You pledge to buy a house.
Home Depot has a political party it donates to. That's interesting. I wonder if it's the party that is about building the wall or the party that's about building the bridge.
Well, have you ever, checked out, the Home Depot parking lot?
Yeah.
Those people are anti-wall, obviously.
Or do you think they would be? Because they're here now, right? That's less competition. Oh, I don't know how it works. I don't know the politics of the Home Depot day laborers.
I have people threatening my life, telling me I deserve to die. And you're curious if you'd like to donate some money to a political party for me. Oh, how generous of you, Home Depot. Except I don't do fucking politics. What? Why did that even come out of that man's mouth?
Because you're being trolled.
I like how that's the part she's getting all caught up on here. The dono.
So then he asked if I would like to donate it to the BLM movement because I corrected him and...
Now, Amanda, you made videos back when the BLM thing was happening in support of it. I watched them.
On something, and he was like, well, we could donate it to the BLM movement for you. I said, no, thank you. The BLM movement was ran by a bunch of black Caribbean people who used that money to buy themselves a bunch of rich-ass fucking houses. Didn't use
What?
any of that money for lower income families, and I learned that directly by the black African community myself. So no thank you. I would not like to promote a politically glamorized fake fucking bullshit. And then he went on a little bit of a Trump rant, like everybody who loves politics. Trump's not even in office anymore. Y'all need to simmer the fuck down.
2024.
Gosh, New Yorkers really tend to trigger people. Like, we just like speak and we're like triggering. I also find it really funny that people like immediately start, like, you say the word politics and they're like, Trump! President Trump! Well, he ain't your president no more. Chill out.
I'm not surprised Grady George agrees with what she's saying. I'm just pointing that out.
Like, chill.
Everybody in the chat right now
he's that. And I'm like, all right.
Loves Amanda. They're all supporting her.
Yeah.
Great. Well, someone from corporate's gonna call you. Awesome. I
The
can't fucking
CEO
wait
is
for it.
very pro-wall.
Oh, now you believe the mainstream news, Grady George.
Uh-oh.
Now you believe the mainstream news.
We know that, what was his name? Who's the fellow that had the dead body in his mansion? We watched the news with him. He's, DP, they're gonna touch me, DP.
Oh, God, it wasn't a mansion. It was like a normal house.
Normal house?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a mansion in a
No, it was just like a normal
neighborhood.
house.
Oh, okay. Because he bought that house with dono money too.
Yeah.
So maybe it's cool to buy houses with donations.
It could be.
Maybe that's the future. Maybe that's how you...
DP meetup at the Seed of Conscious community. DP meetup at the Seed of Conscious community. DP meetup at the Seed of Conscious community. Everybody.
Everybody say it together.
Like, way to fucking go, you know? Hanson got a raise. Woohoo!
Oh, I always do this. This.
Stone cold killer, face like vanilla.
It matches up.
In the griller, if you chase my skrilla, ain't none realer.
By Dine, the universe is saying that you should get up and dance with us for the next 7 days. I thought this was Big Diesel doing a promo for actual Mania. Did the panic room quicker. Ha! We don't do enough dancing on this show.
No.
That's our problem. Is she wearing a donut necklace too?
It kind of looks like it.
I didn't realize she was a super fan.
She is. But she tagged you wrong on Music Buy up there.
Rude.
Yeah. All right.
Peace Sign Productions. What's SINE mean? Is that a word, or is it just sign as in like peace sign?
I have no
spelled
idea.
differently?
I have no
Or
idea.
it was like a clever play on words somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So, do you agree with me that she was probably pranked by trolls and that it was definitely
you're
not
gonna
Home Depot?
call her and offer up information about their employees?
Right.
That's not going to happen.
Right. Whew. Oh, dude. This is an old BuzzFeed video from years ago. And it's a bunch of BuzzFeed staff talking about if they were gay, who they'd be gay for. And Baked Alaska is in it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to fast forward to the part with Baked Alaska in it. Because this seems interesting.
Screaming out, BuzzFeed, tell my butt bleed.
There he is. All right, let's see.
My name is Alaska, and I'm a straight man.
Who would you go gay for? Alaska.
Who do you think it'll be?
I honestly have no idea.
This guy chose Kylo Ren.
Good choice. Is this Chris Worski?
I would go full-on gay for Justin Bieber.
That's actually a really gay answer.
Like, even more than it already is.
Like, every other guy, it's like you can see this level of, like appreciation for their craft. You're like, oh, this is a wonderful actor, you know? I really, they enamor me. This is like, did you just enjoy Baby Ooh that much? Like, why would you pick Bieber? I guess Bieber does kind of look like they could represent either gender. But why would you pick an in-betweener when you could have someone like Ryan Reynolds? That's a man.
He turned his life around, and that's a really attractive trait to me. He's just so smooth.
He turned his life around, and now you're like you've been prosecuted, and you've gone to jail, and you're an insurrectionist.
I like how he's saying he's straight here, but like there's been a lot of rumors against that, right?
I don't know.
All the guys that defected from the Fuentes camp, weren't they all saying that there was a lot of behind the scenes
maybe
tomfoolery? But maybe not. But this is not the answer you pick if you're representing a straight. You don't pick Bieber.
Beautiful. There's only one.
He said he was beautiful? All right, let's see. Is there anything else from him?
What are some of these other guys' answers? Because maybe they're all quite... Okay, The Rock.
Yeah.
This is a guy that is straight and daring. Could you imagine picking The Rock? Like, if you're going to be the top with The Rock, that's a lot of work. If you're going to be the bottom, holy shit, catching a rock bottom from The Rock?
You're The Rock's bottom.
That's rough.
I'm over. Well, I know Justin loves to skate, so I'd take him to a skate park. You know, maybe he'd buy me a Slurpee. We could hang.
Maybe you'd give him a Slurpee.
out. Probably like.
Yeah. Let's see.
My guy is just actually hiding in plain sight. He's like, yeah, I'd easily pick the twinkiest boy on this menu.
That's it.
And then I would talk about Slurpees with him. Like, he's not even trying to hide it. Sorry, bro's broke. Appreciate the show, though. No need to read it out loud. Too late. Already did. Thank you, Chosen Odin. And thank you, everybody else who has given us love and appreciation this week. We are doing a weird schedule, so
because
anything that comes in is highly appreciated.
Yeah.
Lowbrow Justice's Slurpees are innocent in all of this. Tell that to anybody who sucks one. Slurpees give you a brain freeze, dude. They're never innocent. They're always on edge.
Yeah, it's weird because you have to, like, use moderation to not give yourself a brain freeze, but you always end up doing it eventually. And you're like, damn, I want to slurp on my Slurpee, but then you get a headache. What's up with that? We'll come back to the Antagonist later. Tonight, we're not going to do a post show. We're going to do a slightly longer show, and I would say that alone deserves a tip train. So if you want to give us a tip train, keep the show chugging along, help us out, and we're going to move over to...
The schedule is we did a show yesterday. We'll do a show today. We'll do a show tomorrow. Then we're going to take the holiday weekend off, and we back Monday for actual Mania. Survivor Situation.
Yeah, which we have some promos that we'll share later tonight.
And if those of you are watching and would like to like the stream, I would like you to like the stream.
Hopefully we were in people's sub feeds today. I think your theory was right, though. Which is stupid. That's not how YouTube used to work. Every time they change something on YouTube, well, no, not every time, but a lot of times they change things and make it worse.
It looked like a wet piece of cake.
All right, here we go. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to play. Damn it.
Uh-oh. Bow, bow.
Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear.
Take a drink. Yeah, what I meant to do is I was going to play the news intro, but fuck it. I'm just going to go into this. This is, so Kanye West claims he's running for president, and he has none other than Milo Yiannopoulos as his campaign manager. He kind of nonchalantly in this video.
By the All-Father's name and all of the Aesir gods' names. Get the tip train started.
Thank you, Egghead.
Yeah, tickle the tip.
He nonchalantly not only announces his bid for the White House just like in casual conversation, but also names Milo Yiannopoulos as campaign manager. So that's something. Let's check it out.
Come to the office. This is Milo right here.
How you doing,
Working
Milo?
on the campaign.
Oh, right on.
Is that an announcement?
Was that an announcement?
I guess it is.
I guess it is.
Thanks. I accept. Sorry, it's all good. So, boom, right here.
All aboard.
We got
the tip train is leaving the
Tip
station.
train.
We got the Balenciaga right here, but it's the Yay 24 merch on it. You know what I mean?
So he's selling off all of his excess clothing that he got canceled for?
I don't think so. I think because they show people making the clothing here. This is like his.
But didn't Balenciaga cut him off?
A few people cut him off. Adidas cut him off too, but he's wearing all this Adidas gear. Right
that's
now.
how you know he's a billionaire. He bought his own sweatshop in his mansion.
Yeah.
This is Giuliano right here. He was filming me outside, so I said, just come inside.
They're all from like Venezuela or something.
How are you guys?
Did you hear about Balenciaga's new ad campaign?
I don't know. No.
They had a bunch of like toddlers in their ad campaign, and the toddlers were holding these teddy bears that were in like BDSM costumes.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
And then randomly on a desk, there's an article of a federal court case about child pornography. It's like a very, very weird ad campaign. Right after they canceled Kanye, they're like, oh, by the way, we're going to do some stuff that probably should get us canceled.
Right here, so this is where we're cutting patterns. We're making the coat. Johan, can you take these out the back and lay them out so we can show them?
Thanks for having me here, Connor.
So we got some of that right here. That's the Yay 24. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. So you are running.
I can't tell if the quality of his stuff got better or worse after leaving all the companies, because like some of the stuff he would release was ridiculous, right? He had like a $300 plain white shirt. He was always doing like the anti-fashion.
Yeah, like the dirty thing that looked like it had paint spackles all over it.
Yeah, these Yay 24 sweatpants look like they are a high school like football team's tracksuit. Like it's so basic.
This is where he announces he's running for president with his back turned to the camera.
Yes.
Yes. So a second ago he was like, "Are you running?" And then he just goes, "Yes." Here.
So you are running.
Get up on that tip train, my neighbor.
Yeah, Matthew Caclow. Cheers.
Yes.
Awesome,
Yes.
Simple.
Simple as that.
I know nobody can tell me, you know,
Yeah.
you should say this, you should say that, you know. It's just we're moving towards the future. Like, so what we do here is I'll cut up, 100 hoodies from Yeezy, from Balenciaga, from the stuff we did at Gap, from the stuff we did at Adidas. And everything we do is going to cost $20. We need to make sure that everyone can receive the same level of cuts, the same level of food, same level of water, same level of education, the curriculum, the engineering. We're beings with engineering opportunities. We're getting past the past. We're focused on the future.
Right.
Here. I'll walk you out. Oh, wait a second. We got some of the...
We're getting past the past.
Why was the
Right.
door open to the outside? Good sweet shops lock all the doors from the outside in case there's a fire.
I don't think if you call them sweet shops that makes them any more legal, but it's definitely interesting what he's saying here. He's now running on futurism and equality for all. $20 a shirt, guys. Everybody in America will be able to buy a $20 Balenciaga Kanye Yay 24 t-shirt, sweatshirt. That's equality.
New stuff, Kai?
What'd you say?
Those are new?
Yeah.
I just posted a poll. I wanted to put more options in it, but I couldn't. So I'm asking for who you think would be the worst president out of these people. Put Kanye, Trump, Biden, or DeSantis. I wanted to put Kamala in there too, because Biden might not run and Kamala might run.
Could we handle 4 more years like the 4 years we had from Trump?
Kanye, I personally believe would be worse than Trump. But I could be wrong. But he seems... Well, I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm also looking at him with Milo Yiannopoulos, and I think Nick Fuentes is hovering around this situation, too. Could you imagine Kanye, the first black fascist president?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Kanye wants to take us into the future.
It's the oversight. Look, you wear oversized?
Everybody has $20 sweatshirts. Everybody has access to engineering education.
Yeah.
Here, take
When he was
this.
running for president last time, he said, I'm pro-life, but we have to have access to abortions. Then he went on to say, everybody who has a baby should get $1 million. That's obviously economically unsound, but the sentiment behind that is where our heads should be. We should be thinking that way.
I will say it's interesting how out of the votes, DeSantis has the lowest score, which means the people who are voting overall think he's the best out of them.
We'll make another one. Here,
appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
DeSantis is the most competent politician.
If it was Biden like 10 years ago, I would say Biden is more competent as a politician.
I
but-
liked Biden in 2008.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, this guy's got spunk.
Yeah. Yeah, man, he was running for president forever, too. He was running for president back when Johnny Carson was still on The Tonight Show, and he made a joke about him plagiarizing a speech back in the day.
So much for having me, Kai.
Absolutely. It's Jay, bro. It's Jay.
Yay.
You can call me Kanye. You're not doing that. Just
Sorry again. Yeah, we're too used to it.
It's going to take us a while to update, right?
Yeah.
But this is the update. We are the update. That's all we need to do. As a species, we need to update together. Everything's been so divisive. Think about when they say...
We need to update.
Diversity.
Kanye West isn't wrong here. If you look at religion at its base is simply an operating system. Humans are computing devices. We have RAM, we have all this storage, we have everything a computer has. And when you program us to operate off of one of these archaic institutions like religion or these shackled methods of being a cog in a capitalistic society, we are kind of
G-time Billy.
We are running. I mean, like if you can't connect the dots here and understand what I'm saying, I understand. Throw me in the realm of G-time Johnny. Brilliance is stupidity.
No, that's literally stuff he would say.
Well, it's literally true. We are programmed. Religion is an operating system. It's programming. Is that wrong? Tell me where I'm wrong.
Not all programming is operating systems.
It's an operating system. But that being said, guys, I don't expect you guys to be on my level. We're just here to make jokes about Kanye. So let's
People
go back
look
to
at
Kanye.
that like it's a good thing, but we're the United States of America. We're a universe. We're a university. We're a republic.
Catholic time terrorist.
All right.
Here we go.
Thank you so much for having me.
He's got an EV.
You're the best.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Can you pause that?
Absolutely.
So that was it. That was the behind-the-scenes exclusive where Milo was just hanging out there, too. Milo called him, I hear you hate the Jews.
We have to go to your sweatshop and talk.
Yeah. basically. So I'm not surprised Kanye is winning the poll overall.
And I'm not convinced Kanye hates the Jews. I think Kanye is attributing problems he's seen to the Jews, which is wrong think.
He's going DEFCON.
It's wrong
3.
think. Like he's definitely doing things wrong, but some of his opinions about what is going on are valid, and they're being thrown out with the bathwater because of how dirty he's pushing his message. You gotta get a little cleaner with it.
He literally wanted the children of Jewish people to ask their parents why Kanye hated them.
You know, if you watch the TV series Atlanta, it's got some interesting undertones in it as well regarding some of the things Kanye West says. It's obviously spread out and it's more intelligent in its delivery, but it's a really more mainstream common talking point that part of what Kanye was saying is definitely a problem. Definitely is a thing. When he starts blaming it on the Jewish people, that's where you get lost, and you get lost in the sauce, and you're not going to fix anything by misattributing the problems.
Right. The problem is greed and corporatism, not any particular persuasion of people. Unless you're talking about the original manager of the Harlem Globetrotters.
Who was that?
Back in the day, like the Harlem Globetrotters started way back in the day, and they were like a traveling circus act. They were kayfabe basketball. Mm-hmm. Well, originally they weren't, though. Originally they were a legit basketball team, but there was no league. They were like a traveling act. And their original manager was a guy that happened to be a Jewish guy, and he would make them work super hard and keep most of the money. And they traveled all over the world. They were like a spectacle in their early days. And then the Minneapolis Lakers, because they used to be in Minneapolis originally, that's why they were called the Lakers, won the like a basketball championship, and the Harlem Globetrotters played them and beat them like out of nowhere. This team that was just like a circus act. Anyway, yeah, I was just joking around about, I was bringing up one like random.
Well, there's many instances where people have been taken advantage of, and a lot of times they are African American people being taken advantage of, and sometimes it is people who are Jewish taking advantage of them. But that doesn't mean anything. Like, not 100% of Jewish people are even in a position to take advantage of people. Like, that's where you start to get lost in the sauce here. Like, there's this idea that if, like when Dave Chappelle was on Saturday Night Live and said, if what was the exact quote? He said, a group, if they're black, it's a gang. If they're Italian, it's a mob.
Dave Chappelle said that.
He said, yeah, if they're black, it's a gang. If they're Italian, it's a mob. And if they're Jewish, it's a coincidence, and we can't talk about it. And it's because the people who talk about it in a way that make it fucking wrong think. You guys are poisoning the well with your racism and your I don't know it is racism, right?
Kind of. Yeah.
There's religion involved. And by the way, I love talking down on religion. I think that most religious people are up their own fucking ass. But it sucks that you can't just be open and honest about that anymore. You have to be very careful about calling out people and their imaginary friends or their imaginary doms.
A lot of people who were like ethnically Jewish, there's a lot of secular Jewish people. They're like ethnically Jewish, and they might celebrate some of the traditions and stuff, but they're not actually religious. And then there's the people like Ben Shapiro that are like super, orthodox about it and are very religious. So it's interesting.
Roger Wilco says, I mean, can millions of Nazis really be wrong? Are you crediting that to me? Did I say that?
Damn it. So what's the timestamp of that one?
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
Anyway.
But not only can millions of Nazis really be wrong,
I want to move on.
But millions of people you agree with can be wrong. Millions of people I agree with can be wrong. Millions of people of any denomination can be wrong.
I don't know if you saw this. This is really interesting. Mike Pence did his first interview, and he's like about Trump after January 6th.
ABC News exclusive, our interview with former Vice President Mike Pence, speaking for the first time about January 6th, his role that day, and about former President Trump. The former vice president sitting down with me at his home in Indiana. He spent 4 years as the loyal vice president.
Yeah, he was loyal. A lot of people, like Cohen, was super loyal to Trump. You know?
He was there in the...
You're expendable. Like, everyone is expendable to Trump. Literally everyone. Even Ivanka, even Melania, all of them.
He was so loyal to Trump that up until Trump marched everybody up to the Capitol building, Trump was convinced he was about to commit treason for him.
Right.
He was like, Trump's like, everything's going to go just fine, and if it doesn't, you march on that Capitol building.
Weeks after the
What the
2020
fuck?
election. And he was there on January 6th, breaking with the former president. Tonight, what he says about the former president's words and actions, calling them reckless. Pence saying Trump endangered him, his family, and everyone at the Capitol. And tonight, for the first time, we hear from Pence about the motorcade waiting to race him out of the Capitol, Pence refusing to get in the car. And tonight, with the former president set to announce as soon as tomorrow that he is running again, we ask Pence, should Donald Trump
did
ever
happen,
be
obviously.
president again? Our interview tonight with Mike Pence. I know this is the first time you're talking about January 6th.
Also, because I don't know if we'll get to 100% of this, Pence did not say he won't run for president.
Okay.
Because, like, a lot of people, when it's 100% no, they will say it no. And anyone who won't say whether they will or not very well might. And he's in position. He could.
Justin T in the chat says, when did he tell them to storm the Capitol? I missed that. He told them to march on the Capitol.
He said, go down there and or we're not going to have a country anymore.
Yeah, he
literally said that at the
directed
end.
them towards the Capitol, and he used words like fight. He made it seem imperative. So when I say the word storm, obviously Trump didn't use the word storm.
He told them to go there and do something or they wouldn't have a country
Yeah,
anymore.
Trump wouldn't use the word storm. He has such a negative connotation with it because of Stormy Daniels. So obviously it wouldn't have been storm the Capitol. But there was a lot of
Stormy the
directive.
Daniels.
Go Stormy the Daniels. I'll give you $140,000 not to tell anybody I put my penis in your mouth.
Breaking with the president was a strange
And then you'll
way
write
for
a book about
newsman
it.
to say not breaking the law and doing his job.
Yeah, what a horrible $140,000 spent.
He fucking paid her to keep her mouth shut and she wrote a book about it. It's like, damn. What a waste.
And that's where I want to begin. The morning of January 6th, shortly after 11 a.m., and I know the phone rings, the operator says, please hold for the president. What did he ask you? What did he say to you when he came on the line?
I picked up the phone and the president asked me where I was on the electoral count that would take place that day. And I told him, despite what you issued last night from your campaign, Mr. President, you know, I've been very clear that I don't have the authority to reject votes during the electoral count or return those votes to the states. And it went downhill from there. The president became very irate on the phone. He said that if that was true, that he made a mistake 5 years ago.
Your mother should have swallowed you.
And told you you will go down.
Which maybe she did, because doesn't he call his wife mother or whatever?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's one of the things he had, his quirks, was he referred to his wife as mother.
You know, that's an old school thing. That's like an old, like old couples back in the day would refer like father. Yeah.
But
So-
I doubt that she probably was giving him that good suck anyways, so maybe she never swallowed him.
As a wimp. And you reminded him of the oath that you both took?
The president often said that we need to protect the country. And I reminded him, we both took an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. I told him it was a promise that I made to the American people and to Almighty God.
Did you ever point blank say to the president, I will not do this, I will not intervene, we lost this election?
I did, David, many times.
We know because we have learned in...
Why'd you wait like almost 2 years to come clean about this.
Well, I mean, strategically,
after the election,
when Trump announces, if you plan on running, it's a good time to show up right now. Yeah,
so you think he's running?
If he hasn't ruled it out yet, right? If he hasn't ruled it out, he might be.
He could. I don't think he'll get the nomination, but he could be the reason Trump doesn't get the nomination. He has so much dirt on Trump.
I really don't want him to be president. I think that
I don't think
far
Mike Pence
too
will win.
religious. That was the one thing that
They're all
in my mind I was like, I feel like Trump is better than Pence.
He is in some ways, for sure.
But we'll see.
Someone in the chat said, do y'all ever get drunken? Go watch 5 episodes ago.
Episode 1111, I was drunk and obnoxious, and 2 to 3 hours of that episode was just me drunkenly yelling.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
That got clipped and put on one of Vosh's clip channels, like the part where he showed up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we all
That's
have
funny.
our shirts off and shit.
Nice.
It's ridiculous.
Testimony since that it's believed that the president was aware that people in that crowd, that some of them might have been armed. And that he then said, we're going to march to the Capitol and sent them there anyway. He knew you were at the Capitol, that lawmakers were at the Capitol. What do you make of that?
Well, I thought the president's words were reckless, and his actions were reckless. The president's words that day at the rally endangered me and my family and everyone at the Capitol building.
When did you learn that the rioters had breached the Capitol?
When Elizabeth McDonough, the parliamentarian of the Senate, turned around in her chair and said, rioters have breached the first floor of the Capitol. And then my Secret Service agent, Maximilian, came on the House floor and
Maximilian?
said, Mr. Vice
How did he
President, we
get
gotta
a
go."
Maximilian? That's a cool
You saw
name.
him walking right toward you?
Yes. He told me that we needed to leave the building because rioters had breached the Capitol on the House side.
You're in that small office off the Senate chamber now with your wife, Karen, your daughter, Charlotte, your brother, Greg, who's also a member of Congress.
Which I didn't know. I didn't know that Pence had a brother that was a member of Congress, too. Pence was a radio guy. He was a conservative talk radio guy, like a local guy in Indiana. Like, almost every major market in the U.S. has a conservative talk radio station, and there's at least 2 local guys that do it. So he got enough popularity as like the local Rush Limbaugh of Indianapolis that he became governor there. It's crazy.
I feel like he's Caden Cowger's dad.
I would believe that Caden Cowger. You know what? They met each other. There's a picture of them together. Caden Cowger's hillbilly.
And you're all
though.
watching on a small TV in that office. What did you make of what you were seeing?
It infuriated me. As the television images started to unfold,
I wonder how far into this it was before Kevin Sorbo decided they were Democrat insurgents or Antifa insurgents. Because Kevin Sorbo was all for them marching on the Capitol. He's like, good, solid Americans, so proud of you. Hercules supports you. And then like a couple hours later, this is obviously Antifa proposing as a MAGA. This is very bad.
Yeah. Well, the people who were Blue Lives Matter were also beating cops with hockey sticks and poles
see people
and shit like
smashing
that.
their way through windows, to see them assaulting police officers and climbing one over another in a riotous scene. It angered me, David, and I was filled with an indignation.
Was it a righteous indignation?
Not this, not here, not in America.
We've all seen that image now of your wife, Karen, pulling the curtain closed in that office. What was she seeing and hearing? What led
You go by the window and close it. I'll stay here, safe.
her to close that curtain?
Well, we could hear the crowds outside the Capitol.
they got narrowly missed. They show it. They show video. They were, I don't know what would have happened. I mean, what probably would have happened is some of these rioters would have gotten killed by the Secret Service.
There was that one girl who crawled through the window and immediately was shot. I think that there was a lot of armed people there that were giving them free range of the hallways. And the second they breached a corridor that would put people at risk, they were going to start dumping people.
Yeah, and the vice president is someone who is protected at all costs, like the president. He's as equally protected as the president. So that's why they wanted to get him out of there. They have to get him and Pelosi out of there. They're the two people, second and third in line for president.
Began to move. We could hear the crowds inside the Capitol.
Was there fear in that office when Karen closed the curtain and you were watching on that TV what was
His wife's name is Karen.
I must tell you,
I feel bad for anyone named Karen because obviously there's nice people named Karen. It sucks.
No fear. I was filled with indignation about what I saw. The Secret Service came in shortly thereafter and told me I needed to leave the building again. And I said, I'm not leaving. But when my lead agent, Tim Giebels, who is a great public servant, came in and said, "Sir, we got to get you out of the building now." I stuck my finger in his chest and said, "You're not hearing me. I'm not leaving." I said, "I'm not giving those people the sight of a 16-car motorcade speeding away from the Capitol."
He didn't want the optics of Mike Pence ran, but I don't think he'll have a choice. They could forcibly move him if they wanted to.
He's so tough. Tough guy, Mike Pence.
You do relinquish a little bit of freedom when you take an office like this, kind of like when you join the military too. You can be forcibly moved to protect you, even if you disagree.
And at that point, he looked at me and said, "Well, you can't stay here. That's a glass door. We can't protect you here." And at that point, Tim Giebels said, "Well, we could take you to the loading dock. That's secure."
We have all seen that image of you coming out of the office, going down the stairs. In that moment, what could you hear, and how close were the rioters?
Well, we could hear the sound of footfall and chanting and crowd noise.
And there was cringe rap from Baked Alaska blaring over a donation speaker from IP2.
Trump is my president.
And learned till much later that the rioters had actually come fairly close to where we were.
How close?
They show it, yeah.
I'd leave that to others.
I mean, there have been reports they were just 40 feet away.
Right there.
You're now at the loading dock, and you see that the motorcade has now been repositioned.
Those people are lucky because, if they would have made any kind of move, it wouldn't have went well for them.
Facing outward to go up the ramp and out of the Capitol.
Right.
What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Well, they were walking us toward the motorcade with the doors on our Suburban open on either side.
He had a motorcade worth of security with him. No one was going to do shit to him. People were talking about hanging him and weird shit like that. Yeah, it wouldn't have went that way.
It went bad enough, but it could have gone so much worse.
For the people who broke in, they didn't realize how much danger they were in.
And I saw that they had positioned vehicles on the ramp. And I just turned to my Secret Service lead and said, "I'm not getting in that car."
He wanted you just to wait in the car.
We're going to have it, "Sir, we're not leaving." That he heard me. "We're not leaving. We're just going to have you hold in the car."
Why wouldn't you get in the car?
Well, I looked at, he said, "We're not leaving." And I said, "Tim, you're a man of integrity, but you're not driving that car." And I just assumed that if we got in the car and closed those 200-pound doors, that not my team in the loading dock, but that somebody maybe back at Secret Service headquarters would simply give the driver an order to go.
They would.
And you were concerned
could.
that
You can't stop
if you
them.
left the Capitol, you might be prevented from getting back to certify that vote.
I think that was it, David. I just didn't want those rioters to see the vice president's motorcade.
It wasn't even about the vote.
No, it was about his image.
I just have an ego. And I wasn't going to let that ego get burned by a bunch of fucking chuds wearing MAGA hats.
Capitol Hill. I didn't want to give them that satisfaction.
Members were barricaded inside the House chamber. And in the middle of it all, you can see that the president has tweeted. 2:24 p.m., the president tweets, Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done.
And your lawyers, Giuliani, everybody in your team didn't have the intelligence to do what you wanted them to do either. Like, you had a folly system of pathetic failure dumping down around you.
They're his fall guys. You know, they take the, like, he sets up an army of people to take the fall for him. It's kind of weird that Trump was like the protege of a gay Jewish lawyer. You know what I mean? Like, he was I can't remember the guy's name right now. Someone will type it. It was his dad's lawyer too, I believe. And Trump was like the protege of this guy. Yeah, Roy Cohn. Yeah, it's so weird given like the type of people that mainly support him. Like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, the people who support you, I think when you're on the upper echelon, like,
I think Ray Cohn was a criminal too, by the way. I think he was I think he did time and everything.
But when you're in that high society area, like, you don't look at people based on who or what they are, but by what they have to offer and what they bring to the table.
Yeah.
So it really doesn't matter if they're gay or Jewish or anything when they're at that level. It's
Trump's,
like, what can we do to further our monopoly?
How do the people that are anti-Semitic that like Trump reconcile that like a bunch of his family's Jewish, even like his daughters
Now, most
converted
of his
to
children
Judaism?
have been married to Jewish people. People in Israel are big fans of Donald Trump.
Some are, yeah.
There's
I mean, Netanyahu is definitely a big fan of
We saw a huge outcry of Jewish people in New York that were supporting Trump during 2020 as well.
Some do.
Like, there's
conservative Jews.
You can't just expect people based on a religion or a race to follow a certain way, right? Like, we're more complex
when
than that.
when certain people hate them, yes, I do expect it normally.
But the people who that support Trump are not the only people that support Trump, right? So
No,
you can't
you're right.
just be like, I can't support Trump because 2% of the people that follow him are Nazis.
You think it's only 2?
I have no
well,
idea.
I
don't
guess a
think
lot of
there's
them
that
are
many-
switching to yay now. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't think there's that many Nazis in America, but I don't know.
I mean, Nazi is an antiquated word for me. I would just think like white nationalists are anti-Semite. Like, it's so like the word. They say they're not that, so it's like you have to say that there's something that they're not, and then they'll just argue like the meaning of the word with you, you know, rather than just. I just call them what I think they are, you know. They definitely share some beliefs that Nazis share with them, but
yeah.
It angered me. But I turned to my daughter, who was standing nearby, and I said, it doesn't take courage to break the law. It takes courage to uphold the law.
Ooh.
I mean, the president's words were reckless.
Looks like this person, I haven't looked this up. This is literally just a comment, but they say less than 15% of Jewish Americans support Trump. Or do you mean all Jewish people bolo tie? Do you mean like worldwide, like including Israel? Or do you mean the like U.S. vote?
It was clear he decided to be part of the problem.
It does take bravery to break the law if the law is telling you can't do something you believe is an inherent right, like love somebody and marry somebody, you know, like that. I think that takes bravery. I think there's definitely bravery in everything. Upholding the law is sometimes the cowardly route. So I don't like this. I don't like a lot of opinions from Pence, to be honest, but this one especially. It's like, just because it's the law doesn't always mean it's right. And you see that a lot with cops that are upholding the law, and what they're doing is not right as well.
Well, I don't think he would have gotten like arrested or something. They probably would have just been like, no, you can't do that. And then they would have gotten someone else to do it. It was literally just tradition. The vice president would sign off on it. Like no one's ever in recent times made it an issue. Maybe there was some like, way back in the day. I don't know. There have been some contested elections, but they were so long ago. It's kind of unthinkable that it would have happened now.
But everything that's happening right now is kind of unthinkable on certain levels. We're kind of living in a weird world. I'm pretty sure the Mandela effect is real, and it's just erasing mistakes that are like a house of cards that keeps us from falling in on ourselves.
Immediate. The moment the tweet went out, and you could see the response from rioters on the Hill. They were saying, hang Mike Pence, nothing but a traitor. He deserves to burn with the rest of them.
Well, I had no doubt that it would have the effect it had.
Over the course of several hours, you spoke with the acting defense secretary. You spoke with the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Milley.
I did.
You spoke with the acting Attorney General, Jeff Rosen, with the Chief of Capitol Police. Where was the president in all this?
David, I was at the Capitol. I wasn't at the White House.
And when you learned later that he was watching all this unfold on TV?
I can't account for what the president was doing that day. I was at a loading dock in the Capitol where a riot was taking place.
But why wasn't he making these calls?
That'd be a good question for him.
Is there any excuse when you see the Capitol is under attack, when you know that your loyal vice president is at the Capitol?
Well, we established Trump no longer thought he was loyal the night before. He'd written him off the night before, right? When he called and Pence told him he wasn't going to recount votes like Trump wanted.
Yeah.
So it's hard to call him loyal at this point. Trump was easy. After 5 years of his support, Trump was done with him. No. Throw him out.
His wife, with lawmakers and their staff members, that you would wait until 4:17 p.m. to say, go home.
David, I don't know what the president was doing that afternoon. I know that some testimony that's been presented to the January 6th committee. But I knew what my duty was and my determination to do it.
At any point on that day, on January 6th, this was unfolding, did the president reach out to talk to you, to ask you how you were doing, to check on your safety?
I never heard from the president or the White House that day.
We do know that the former president could announce any day now that he's running for president yet again.
Was this prior to him announcing?
Given
Yes, this was like the day before.
all that you witnessed in the Capitol on that day, this is a pretty straightforward question, a yes or a no. Do you believe that Donald Trump should ever be president again?
David, I think that's up to the American people.
Oh.
But I think we'll have better choices in the future.
Uh-oh.
The people of this country actually get along pretty well once you get out of politics. And I think they want to see their
that's true. Why are we letting politics divide us like this? We get along pretty well, guys. Like, I don't care if Mike Pence is a super religious person as long as he doesn't take my right to abort away.
I think he would. I think he's okay with that accomplishment. I haven't heard any of them speaking out against it. So that's something they've been trying to do forever. They've been slowly leveraging that for a very long time.
To reflect that same.
It's just Trump happened to come in at the right time where he got more Supreme Court justices in 4 years than most presidents get in 8. So it just, I don't know. It was very strategic.
I'm always getting pregnant. Mr. Morton knows. If it's Roe v. Wade is going to get overturned, then we need Roe v. Wade Wilson. Let's hire mercenaries to start a Deadpool. Beyond abortion.
In compassion and generosity of spirit. And I think, so in the days ahead, I think there will be better choices.
Better choices than Donald Trump.
That's a nod saying he's going to run, right?
For me and my family, we will be reflecting about what our role is in that.
Will you run for president in 2024?
Well, we're giving it consideration in our house.
In our house. Mother's going to allow me to run.
Mother, may I run for president, please?
You believe you can beat Donald Trump?
Well, that would be for others to say. And it'd be for us to decide whether or not we'd want to test that.
So if you decide to run and he's up there, so be it.
So be it.
So
and we should know tonight
be
that
it.
there is much more to this interview, what we had never heard before. Mike Pence on the first conversation he had with the president 5 days after January 6th. What the president said to him, what the president asked him in that moment.
Yeah, there's more of this interview, but I don't have it. This was just kind of like a teaser.
That's
of
okay.
it.
Mike Pence is kind of a boring man. It was interesting to see his thoughts on being locked up in that room with his wife and family when they're marching on the Capitol. But beyond that,
I feel like you're easily bored.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
Really? I feel like you need like constant stimuli.
No. I often turn chicken shit into chicken salad.
Well,
I'm
that's
crafty.
your dietary habits.
I'm crafty. I'm crafty.
So Darryl Brooks had to go back into court for his appeal, and he wasn't prepared at all. I guess because he was on a mandatory suicide watch, which they do for people who get the kind of conviction he got. So they bring him in before the judge, and he doesn't know what's going on.
Thank you for allowing me.
There's the prosecutor or whatever.
To appear by Zoom. I'm sorry I'm not present in person.
All right, and you're welcome for allowing me to appear by Zoom, and I certainly understand this was set quickly. Your appearance, sir, please.
Here's a third-party intervener in this matter under special appearance. Not sure what this court date is about, but as you can see, I'm not allowed to have any legal paperwork at this time. I was placed on the protocols, a suicide watch protocol for without even being suicidal.
He's way calmer here in this one.
Still would like the rendering of the accounts in this matter, if I may.
Mr. Brooks, the court set this because you had filed one document on the 15th that I construed as a motion for a stay pending appeal. And you may or may not recall, but when the state asked me to consider that at the conclusion of Wednesday's hearing,
he kind of has these little giggles in this. So he's like, I don't know what they want me to do. I don't have my stuff. Like he's really, someone said in the chat he might be medicated. I don't know. Maybe he is.
Indicated I would wait until all of the judgment of convictions had been signed and then schedule a hearing. I have signed the judgments of conviction, and because of some of the procedural, if you want to call it that, things that have happened. I know you were taken to Milwaukee for what was supposed to be a jury status hearing on two matters. I thought perhaps they would keep you there, but it's my understanding.
Roger Wilco, he's not grabbing anybody's gun. He's like totally restrained. There's nothing he could do. He's not going out in a blaze of glory. He's
all of those dates
completely
were
controlled.
Adjourned, and so you were brought back to the Waukesha County Jail.
So yeah, I wish I would have like clipped the parts where he's like laughing. He acts so weird.
Understood. All right, so I just talked about or copied and mentioned to. We'll send you that too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Attorney Opera. Then anything else you satisfied?
Yeah, so it's just interesting. He's been in and out of court so much after being convicted. He's still going through court for all different types of things. So I guess he'll appeal. I don't see it going anywhere unless they can find like a weird technicality of something, which he would probably hope he would hire a lawyer for that, because
Can he bring a lawyer in at this point, or is it
I
too
think
late?
for an appeal, yeah, because it's like a separate thing. I believe he can, but I don't know for sure. This one county is waiting until after the holiday to certify their election results.
Well, the elections were 10 days ago, but Cochise County has yet to certify election results. They held an emergency meeting today to hear from people in the county on whether the results should be certified.
Cochise County voters have been
in Arizona
on quite the roller coaster.
It's Cochise County?
It's been a back and forth in Cochise County when it came to hand counting the ballots.
I urge the Board of Supervisors to certify and confirm the election results for the 2022 election. I want my vote to count.
Now people are voicing their opinions on whether the county should certify the election results.
I come in opposition of certifying this election.
While others question the legality
I don't want you to certify the
used
election.
to count the votes.
I am speaking to you all today to recommend that facts about the status of the Cochise County voting equipment be researched so that each board member is fully informed about the details prior to making their decision to certify.
I saw something on the local news recently. Some old man got convicted of voter fraud because his wife died and he filled out her ballot and sent it in for her.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. Oh, God.
Certify the vote.
Some even stated their thoughts on how the Board of Supervisors and County Recorder handled the elections.
There were no problems at the polls. I urge the Board of Supervisors to do their duty.
Cochise County Elections Director Lisa Mara stands by her team.
A lot of voter fraud gets caught. So this notion that it's so widespread, a lot of people get caught for it when they do it. But it's such a small percentage anyway.
They obviously don't get caught when they're the Democrats, okay?
Oh.
That's the problem.
Oh.
That's the problem. The Democrats get away with everything.
Work during this election cycle.
I believe this election was conducted within the legal requirements of all state and federal laws, and the results should be certified by the Board of Supervisors.
At the end of the meeting, it was decided that they will table accepting the election results until their next meeting.
So they're asking for a 100% hand recount, which is still like not 100% accurate anyway. Like a machine that's working properly is more accurate than a hand count. You're trusting like multiple people all to count.
Everything is a
perfectly.
conspiracy. The counting robot is rigged. Also, if they hand count, that's also rigged. Asking me alone is the only way to keep it fair.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a weird story.
Members of the community and police are singing the praises of a 10-year-old boy and a 17-year-old girl for foiling what appeared to be an attempted kidnapping in Pottstown on Friday. Action News reporter John Paul is live at
Pottstown, Pennsylvania,
with that story tonight. John?
Jim, just got off the phone with police a few minutes ago. They tell me they have located the woman involved in all this. Now, the 10-year-old boy was walking just down the street. He was walking home on Friday when he says the woman tried to lure him away.
That day when I was watching that video, I cried every time I saw it.
This is the video that made Sam Green cry. His 10-year-old son, Sammy, is at the top of the screen and was being followed by a woman on Friday.
Said that she probably knew me and she was going to Wawa.
I have to wonder why they hid the suspect's face.
And he was supposed to go with her and he could get anything he wanted.
But Sammy
Maybe she has
wasn't
mental
gonna fall
illness
for
and
it.
they just
He knew exactly what to do. His dad taught him how to act.
Or maybe she's a leader of a Democratic Party and they're covering it up.
Brain juice.
Situation like this. So he walked inside of a store that he was
Packed full of
familiar with.
adrenochrome.
It's called Danny Be Funky, just down the street from his house. We talked to the owner.
He felt comfortable enough to come on in here, and he came right around the corner to where Hannah was, and he whispered in her ear.
You can see it on the video. He walks to the store clerk and leans in. We found out what he said.
He said, to act like you're my mom, this lady's following me.
After processing what was going on, you see her get between Sammy and the woman who was still holding.
Yeah, why was the woman still there in the doorway? Yeah, it was probably some weird homeless person or something.
She walks over, pulls it shut, and then locks it. The woman runs off. Sammy is now safe. The owner and Sammy's dad aren't sure what the woman was trying to do, but they know that Sammy and the clerk both did the right thing.
Imagine if this crazy woman was about to go to Wawa and knew she couldn't eat a sandwich all on her own, and all she wanted to do was give him the other half of her sandwich. We live in a society where people can't be nice anymore. And that's sad. But also, kidnapping is worse.
Fuck sickos.
Knew something was not right and did what he needed to do.
He did what he was supposed to do because he didn't know the person.
Yeah, good for that kid. If that kid would have been naive, he probably would be somebody's adrenochrome parfait right now.
Members of the community and
that he couldn't get free food, kicked and assaulted a manager.
This guy was like, I want free food. And when the guy was like, no, he beat his ass.
Dude, the homeless people are so entitled these days.
It's crazy.
Whenever I run into a homeless person, they're like, I live in your house now. And then I take them home with me and we got to cuddle and shit. It's weird.
Good evening. I'm Julie Hayner.
And I'm Mike Meback. That's when diners enjoying dinner rushed in to help. KTVU crime reporter Henry Lee live in the newsroom tonight with more on that video and what happened to the suspect. Henry?
Well, Mike and Julie, this Thai restaurant's dealt with the same guy before. He's dined and dashed in the past, but Berkeley police tell me this went way over the line. This is surveillance video from a Thai restaurant in downtown Berkeley.
A man came into a restaurant and he demanded some free food.
When the manager told him no, this happened. The suspect knees the manager in the ribs and
Whoa!
then kicks him after he falls to the ground.
Wow, who is that? Stone Cold Steve on one?
And the manager's falling over a table. And
How's he gonna go full on?
He was mad.
AEW on his ass. He went AEW.
And there are a number of other people in the restaurant.
The attack happened in front of shocked diners at about 5:15 Wednesday afternoon at the restaurant on Shattuck Avenue.
This is Tony
But two
Atlas
customers
talking about
jumped up
the
and
action?
immediately confronted the suspect. They held him down until Berkeley police arrived.
The others in the store who were able to help out the staff person, the manager there, applaud their efforts. We certainly don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Berkeley police arrested this man.
Okay, this is why we're not getting donos. One of our top donators is in jail right now.
Who's that?
This guy, obviously. He looks like a Drunken Peasant fan.
32-year-old Anthony
I think his
DeMaria,
name
in
is like
connection with the
Dad Bud
attack.
Jones
He told one
in
Good
Discord.
Samaritan he was upset because his grandmother had died.
I don't have any information as to his motives, but certainly nobody deserves to be attacked in that manner.
Restaurant staff tell me they've dealt with the same man at least twice before. In one case, they say he sat down for a meal and then left without paying.
That's Koopkar, yeah. Where's Koopkar been? He's in jail. He just kicked the shit out of this Thai guy because he was saving the money to donate to Drunken Peasants. He straight up put this guy through a table and then hit him with the punt.
Yeah, he kicked him right in the ribs when he was on the ground.
But authorities say dining and dashing, also known as defrauding an innkeeper, is a far cry from a violent assault. I showed the surveillance video to restaurant customers and passersby.
I love that they held him down. They didn't let him run out.
Thank you, Diane.
Police came.
Yeah, she's not a Drunken Peasants fan. She's a fan of a makeup channel that constantly talks down on us. So obviously she's gonna hate our top donator there, Kiki McGee.
If I was in that situation, I would probably take him down as well.
Damn, he's talking
in,
tough.
Everybody stepping in.
Now the suspect's been charged by the Alameda County DA with felony assault with force likely to produce great bodily injury. Live in the newsroom, Henry Lee, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
And Henry, that suspect tonight still in jail, or did he post bail?
Still in jail last time I
Yeah, he
checked.
couldn't even pay for some Thai food.
Okay,
he's not
nice
making
work by
bail.
those fellow diners in there to take him down. Henry Lee, live in the newsroom tonight. Henry, thank you.
Amazing.
Luckily he wasn't armed, then Charlie Bronson would look stupid. Just because somebody has a gun doesn't mean they can use it.
We are going to go to this now. Someone made this. This is great.
Ozzy Osbourne's grandchildren gross me out sexually.
Oh, yeah, I remember when he was saying this.
And that's how I feel about kids in general.
Damn.
I'm like, fuck you. Y'all gonna bully an autistic person because you got nothing better to do with your life.
For real. That's wrong.
Fuck yeah.
Figure it out, dude. Is this the Blade only fan?
It only has one blade.
Only use me fan? Quality. Oh no, Blade, no! You got the rookie tookie back there.
I downloaded this off of YouTube. You think it's okay?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's popping saucy or what.
I didn't see anything, but yeah, maybe I should just skip it. I guess this is where he puts his diaper on. Let's skip it.
So adorable. You and Beck have a good relationship because you can tell by their neck sometimes.
This smells good. Just for the record, fuckers.
JJ knows.
Yeah, because like when Gucci hangs out with Becky,
oh, they're all behind you.
Chugga chugga poot poot my sweet
Coop,
boy.
let's see you out of jail. Cheers.
Not in jail.
Thank you, Coop.
Oh my fucking god, your bitch better fall off the RV, dude.
She obviously would suck him if he let her.
Bro, I was about to film that shit. I was about to make sure I had that shit on film. If she's about to fall out the RV, put that shit right on the camera.
You just have to learn on your butt or your back.
The door. No. Yeah, learn how to fall like a skater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your butt or back.
Yeah, you almost died, dude.
Oh my god.
No, I just want to know where my fucking shit is, so I don't.
Oh my god, shut up. In your neck.
We'll find it.
Fucking African dude.
You know that guy who got arrested? He reminded me of this other guy. I'm going to show you really quick.
Uh-oh. My neck.
Just
my back. My
do you remember
pudding
this
and my
video?
snack pack. Yeah.
He reminded me of this guy.
That's again, they're all Drunken Peasant fans. Every Drunken Peasant fan looks like those two.
Your phone
All of you, even the girls.
Yeah. Is that her phone up there?
Cause like I was on IP2 online and I saw that your neck was malformed, but then like I didn't really say anything about it.
I guess he's wasted here.
I saw that your neck was malformed.
I saw that your neck was malformed.
I like JJ a lot. JJ is probably a genius.
Dude, just tell them to be quiet and we won't get kicked out. We gotta fucking tell them to chill out.
Oh, it's okay. I'll just. And it really like.
Goo, what are you looking for?
Like in a serious, like
yelling right now.
In a serious way that was like really.
What you do.
He's still yelling.
I just want to know why your neck is like that. Honestly.
You really want to know?
Yes.
That's my back. Because when I was 15, I had cancer and I had radiation therapy.
Damn.
It did damage to my neck area.
Damn, JJ. You're picking on the cancer
Your
girl.
neck is malformed.
Now, well, how does JJ respond to the cancer the cancer realization?
That's right here.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I know. I saw that. That's all it is. So it's just like long-term
not
effects
drinking.
from the radiation.
Now he's thinking about what he just heard.
He's got to process this.
Lit, and she owed the triple, so Media and fire sale donators, shame on you. Funding this.
You have cancer, then why do you hang out with Blades?
Okay, so we cut. The scene has changed. This was like him processing. It took him he had to update the system. And now she's like in Blade's arms. The scene's changed, the mood's changed, and his response 2 hours later is, if you have cancer, why you hang out with Blade?
Yeah.
Good question, JJ. I want to know the answer.
I had cancer when I was 15.
What's the point of traveling if you're scared of going outside?
We're leaving.
Blade died.
Uh-oh.
You know what?
Uh-oh.
I literally
processing again.
This TTS question, I literally think the same thing when the times
What's
I've been.
the point of traveling if you aren't going outside?
Yeah. When I'm sitting on the RV with them, I'm like, they don't do anything. They travel all around the country, but most of the time they just sit here and do nothing.
Well, because like they're not travel bloggers, right? They're professionally homeless.
So why not just stay in the same place?
Because you can get $3 donos of people asking you why you don't go outside, but then when you go outside, you get $3 donos that get your ass kicked because it's the N-bomb spammed. And like they're in Seattle here, right? They were in Portland before. They don't want to go outside because they're targeted.
I don't know where they are here.
I gotta go hang wang, BRB.
All right.
He's gonna kill you. So I'm good. Thank you.
We're leaving the
What kind of
fucking.
cancer did you have? I beat it.
Are you really leaving?
Jay
said $10 chicken feels left out. Take a shot, AO.
Wait, are you getting kicked out, chicken? Shut up, you can't drive right now, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Then don't yell in my RV.
Okay, I'm not yelling.
Oh.
I'm not yelling. You shut.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
I gotta
okay?
take a shot.
Shut the fuck up before I paint your face like Pepe the Frog.
So she had cancer, you trying to have sex with everybody in the RV. How do you feel?
Fuck you.
He's like, she had cancer trying to have sex with everybody in the RV.
Bitch. Stop. Bex, stop. I gotta take a shot. Bex, stop. Bex. Hey, Bex. I'm gonna. Oh. Beck, I gotta take a shot. Stop. Beck, stop it. I gotta take a shot.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
Another shot? Yes, two more, dude. They paid like freaking bunch of freaking crap money, dude.
taking another shot for you, Blake?
Freaking crap face.
I always thought his voice was fake. It's such an interesting voice.
Crap faced? You're getting crap faced?
Crap, yeah, dude. Just speaking.
Thank you,
crap,
Beck.
dude,
You put me in check.
Shut up, dude!
I like it. Shut up, dude.
Freaking talking stupid around me, dude. Talking stupid. I'm talking to my best friends and you talking stupid around me. I'm talking to my best friends. You talking stupid around me. How about you get off them drugs?
JJ, can you just...
Anybody can have this at this point.
Shit.
Do you want
take
me
my
to?
shot.
Do I need to sing like the lullaby to you?
That was JJ's real voice right there.
Thank you, Jay.
Dude, he's okay. How about you use that floss I gave you? Cause you got some damn food between your front teeth the whole hour. Like the past 3 or 4 hours, you got food in your front teeth. That's why I gave you floss. Get the hit. Yo, how about you floss your teeth?
JJ.
Just so you know, if you fucking touch her, I will.
Man, don't touch me. I'll slap you in your face.
Yo, if you
I'm with Romney right now. I'll slap you in your face.
right now.
JJ, I need you to calm down.
If you touch her, I will
don't,
kick
please
you in
don't,
the
please
face.
don't
I
talk
know
about her
this.
like
I
that.
hope you know that. I hope you know that.
I'm just asking you not to talk to her like that. That's all.
Yo, if you touch her, I will fucking kick you in the face.
Everyone's turning on him
You know
now.
that, right?
I'm not touching anybody.
Yeah, you
I'm
better
not. I
not.
never touch anybody in my life.
Yeah, you better not.
But Blake, I know, because you haunt me in my sleep, you know, and nobody
You haunt me in my sleep.
say anything about it. So I should slap you right now, but I'm not.
Okay, good.
You know, and listen, I got two shots for your stream. I got two shots for your
I
stream.
appreciate that.
Because we get a ratchet on the original Fire Sales. We get a ratchet on the origin of the original Fire Sales. And this dude, you know, we've been hanging out, we've been kicking it, and like we just been kicking it casually like this, you know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, it's whatever, man. Like,
What is going on right now?
I'm just asking not to talk to her like that. That's all. You can talk crazy to me.
well, I gave her floss because she got food between her teeth.
Food between her teeth.
Yeah, who got food? Thank you,
Like,
JJ.
what's the big deal, man? Like,
Thank you, JJ.
What's the big
RT Firefly donated $3. That's real. That's real. No, real, dude. I will fuck you up. No, I will.
Anonymous donated $3. Blade can slap every one of you idiots for fucking with him.
You're saying all my curse out. This got evil curse. If you ever touch this, you'll die. If anybody ever touches this, got evil curse, you'll die.
What did we fuck you are, nigga? What did we? I will kick you in the fucking face.
All of a sudden you want to talk to me. All of a sudden.
Okay, I'm not even.
I got a notification that Gucci's was streaming on her channel, and I went to it like hours after I got it, and it said it was removed. The video was removed for hate speech, and I was like, "Whoa!"
I mean, that alcohol is like.
Missed a good stream.
Anonymous donated $3.
How about you floss your teeth, Becky?
Please touch yourself. You know you want to.
Because she got food between her teeth.
Wait, what?
Because she got food between her teeth this whole time she on stream.
It's not food.
Wait, what? You stink.
Yeah,
and you got food between your teeth.
Yeah, and you fucking smell like fucking horse.
I took a shower.
Yeah, you look like a fucking
smell
shower,
good.
dude.
I smell good.
Yeah, you took a shower, and look at him. He's so.
Let me take your shot since you stink.
You stink.
I was saying you want to take showers, but you stink. And you got food between your teeth.
You got food between your teeth.
Yeah. You smell like fucking. Yeah, you smell like a horse.
I don't even want to take this. I'm sick, man. I'm sick of all this, man.
Yeah, fuck.
I want nothing to do with this.
Wait. JJ, don't let me outside.
Alcohol is very
Go,
evil.
get back in.
Make no mistake about it. Who wants a shot?
I can't let him go outside. I know one thing about JJ.
Auntie Firefly donated $3. Beat JJ's ass blade. Has a fucking bitch who won't finish his shots. Has a bitch. Anonymous donated $3. JDJ, I love you. Kiss me now.
That shit got him fucked up. Oh my god, I've never seen him like that. Have you ever seen him like that?
No.
Look at the fucking bottle's gone.
He's
I
wasted.
didn't even drink it all.
T_ sent $3. JJ, the realist in this RV. Let them know JJ.
You don't eat the poo poo. www. All right, guys, do me a favor. Start a tip train. Let's get to 50%. Like the stream, get us to 50%. All you Brave browser people that use the Brave browser, send us your bats. I got my bats today from the Brave browser and sent them to some of my favorite creators that are on the Brave network. I had to put my teeth aligners back in. I had them out too long. I forgot about them.
Yo, I'll fuck JJ up if he touches you. I'll fuck him up if he touches me. What do you mean?
He's not going to touch you.
Thank you, Goku. I love you. No, I will fucking fuck him up. I know you will. I love you, and I will fuck someone up if they touch you.
Invisalign.
That's disgusting the way he was talking to you. That was weird. But
Let's
cool.
see.
I mean,
He can talk to me all he wants, but just don't talk to her like that.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Why can't he talk to me like that, but he can talk to you like that?
It's disrespectful.
Oh, dude, he just busted his face.
I'm changing. What tone?
Oh, they want that.
Oh, dude.
I'm changing. What tone?
Ashley's biggest fan. I'm gay, I'm really gay, I'm super duper gay. I'm gayer than a rainbow, I'm gayer than a...
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that song.
I raptured a Squirtle.
I cannot do this. Hello, I'm looking for a Lily. Lily, hello. Hello, everybody. How are you?
Is that olive oil?
It's okay.
Can you back up?
What is that?
Put your hands out of your pocket.
Is that
No,
Popeye without spinach?
What's happening? Is everybody okay?
Is Wimpy in there getting hamburgers?
I'm on your side.
Can you please stand up?
I'm on your side.
It's uncomfortable. Dude,
I pledge allegiance. Jack of the Box crew.
JJ is the greatest. Sent $3 for you homeless bitch. Go fuck yourself.
Damn.
It's okay, chat users. It's okay, chat users. These people are my friends.
Is that Goddess
these
Bunny
people
over
are
there
good
walking
people.
towards the camera?
Everything's okay.
No such thing sent $3 JJ the Holy Wisdom, Inclusive Catholic Community and the National Council of Catholic Women are waiting for your backed up donations.
What's this over here?
Some random chaser.
Oh, wow.
Your friend, why are you trying to throw your shoe at me?
He's just your friend.
It's nothing. I will not hold this against you. But
JJ's
what are you
forgiving.
doing? I will not take the shoe
WWJD.
against me.
I will not take the shoe against me.
Would you like a water from the store? I will not take that shoe against me. I will not take that shoe threat against me. I will not.
TC sent $3 should have pressed Alki harder. You run the vertical network. We be in the streets. Kicking it. He looks so on when he does it. He looks so on when he does it. JJ sacrificed a goat. King of IRL. We broke the simulation.
I will not accept that shoe against me or anybody. It's okay. It's okay. Please, excuse me. It's okay, everybody.
It's okay.
Vertical content.
A lot of people don't know this, but JJ's content is a direct sequel of the 1980s television show Small Wonder.
Small Wonder, the robot girl.
Yeah, JJ is the robot boy. And he is a direct descendant of the robot girl. And now he IRLs, and he's trying to understand a world that is non-binary.
Vertical content tonight. Grab some hydration.
What?
See them from the corners of my eyes, honestly. Kind of freaked out, but nobody's there, fortunately. Nobody's there. What's your problem? Ah, what?
Oh, that's the same thing he did when the window got smashed. Oh,
yeah.
What's my problem?
Uh-oh. Run, JJ, run.
I get water.
He just wanted water.
From the store. Leave me alone. All right, we'll be there. I already know what's good. And they already know the arms, you know what I'm saying?
what is he saying? He's totally incoherent.
I don't know. He sounds more coherent drunk.
Hey, you better get away from those doors. I'm trying to get water from the store.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get water from the store. You better get away.
You better get away from those doors. I'm trying to get water from these stores. If this is Seattle, maybe this is Ballard?
Sure,
I know there's a 7-Eleven Jack in the Box combination in Ballard.
Be able to get that water.
I think they have a gas station there too.
There was a 7-Eleven next to Jack in the Box in Bellevue, but the 7-Eleven is all boarded up now.
Are you sure the Jack in the Box is all boarded up? I thought the 7-Eleven was still there.
The Jack in the Box is still functional, and the 7-Eleven is boarded up.
Where, the one downtown?
No, the one in Bellevue.
Downtown Bellevue?
No, not downtown Bellevue. There's another one.
That water.
There's a McDonald's over there too.
Huh.
I mean, relocate that water from the fridge to the outside and give it to whoever needs it.
Yeah, you are right though. The one downtown, like in Old Bellevue.
Yeah, there's a
7-Eleven
in the same parking lot as the Jack in the Box. The Jack in the Box is now shut down.
The Jack in the Box
connected, though.
The Jack in the Box is an Indian restaurant now.
It's closed down. Everything I think is gone. I think it's empty now.
Man.
Last I drove by, it was completely empty.
No such thing said $3 make another attack run. You will be a success. Also ask chicken for a rack.
Yeah, gotta get that rack.
They coming in.
This happened the night of the Gucci's
water
interview?
For my friends.
Okay.
Okay. No mask? May I have a mask?
No mask?
I don't have a mask.
Nobody in there's wearing a mask.
I just want to buy water for my friends out here. Is that okay?
You go outside.
All right. Dude, I tried to buy water for you, but they wouldn't let me in. What?
May I purchase a water from you, sir?
May I purchase a water from you, sir?
What the hell?
What happened?
Oh! It's almost like the king of like Hank Hill. Oh!
What the hell? I didn't even like that.
JJ's the greatest.
Yeah, now the old Jack in the Box is called Racha Go.
And it's still open?
Yep. It says it's open. Says it's open. It's open right now. It closes at 8 p.m. Opens 10 a.m.
I must have drove by after 8 p.m. and it just didn't close.
It was like abandoned for a little while, and then it became Racha Go.
All right.
I drove by it like a week
man.
ago and it looked like it was closed, but
Homie had a gun out.
Literally had a girl cash app me, so I could tip you boys. Lol, thank you, gentlemen.
Wow, thank you so
cheers,
much.
Chosen, and thank you to that girl for giving you the cashy too.
They're really pulling out Jack in the Box location like on some other tip, man. I ain't even sure, man. Oh, that's serious. All right. Like on that, I don't even know what that was about, though. Let's just go this way, man. Let's just go this way. Cross Street, there's a copter up here. Focusing on some. I don't know. Chat users. No, the vertical content. We got some homies over here. They pulled we had some instances earlier before the stream. Tell me what happened.
You got followed on the way back. All the way back to the fucking Walmart.
So, as right.
Is that a Brown Bear car wash back there? This might be Ballard. I don't know. On Leary Way, Hawkeye is saying, yeah, if they're out in Ballard, this would make sense. They were in the North End the night that we did the podcast with Gucci's because I picked her up from Costco that night.
Stream, we're being ambushed by a group of 6+ people. Spraying bear mace into the air. Over here, it was different because it wasn't like online. It was through the street. So there was about maybe 8 people within a territorial region pressing issues because of the stream at the gas station and stuff like that. But everything's okay. I noticed that when we returned, people dispersed. Kind of chilled out. Everybody was chilling out, whatever. It's late in the morning. Everything's okay.
JJ with the official
Would you like to hang out with us?
Are y'all assholes or are y'all actually care about people?
We care about people. We're not doing anything wrong.
Okay, because people that come out here and fucking try and make fun of people is not cool.
No, we don't do any of that stuff. We're just talking to people.
We're living in the street right now.
He sounds like he's about to laugh.
This is happiness.
I swear to God.
He's very serious. We're just talking to understand the streets a little bit.
So are you all freshly homeless or some shit?
No. For maybe a year.
You want to take the camera off me, dog? Take the camera off me, JJ.
Respectfully.
Thank you. Y'all be safe.
Yeah, have a good night, y'all.
You don't want to stream anymore?
There's a CVS over there, and this looks like it might be a Burger King parking lot. So I don't think this is Ballard anymore. So confusing.
We're a lot colder than you are, Shirley.
I'm in a skirt. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm a lot colder than you are, Shirley. I'm not in the arms of a beautiful man right now. You have the warmth of love and kindness wrapped around you.
Yeah, go get your boyfriend. You're before you piss me off, for real. I will stick my dog on you. And by dog, I mean my.
Yeah, if you stick your dog on me, you know what's gonna happen to you and to everybody that's involved.
Go away.
Everybody's gonna get screwed up.
Oh, if you stick your dog on me, you know what's gonna happen to you and everybody involved? Everybody's gonna get screwed up. That's a JJ promise. Everybody's gonna get screwed up.
We're literally homeless. We're literally homeless. We'll literally get down with. Well, I'll literally get down with you right now if that happens. I'll literally get down with you right now. I'll literally get down with you right now. On my homie, he's got an evil curse set on him. My homie's got an evil.
He's got an evil curse set on him.
Curse set on him.
Is he cursing in person?
You're done. Everything's gone for it, man. We down for anybody. We down to get down.
Damn.
My homie's got an evil curse on him, so if you touch him, you die.
You fucking around with JJ, you can fuck around with this homie's evil curse.
Yep.
That's how it goes.
That's it. My homie's got an evil curse on him. I like that. I'm sure that helped a lot.
I mean, he didn't get attacked by the dog.
All right. It's time for the continued series, the continuation of.
Whoa there, hello. Had the camera up real high for some reason. You don't want to know. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't get that freaky.
By the way, I've been given permission to leak all the DMs of Jared, and I've asked people to select the significant leaks that will be the most damning that we will cover on the show. So I would say stay tuned for that tomorrow.
Indubitably.
At least not anymore. But in all seriousness, though, I just wanted to talk about something. We're milking Jason Frank for all he's worth because, well, I can. So that's what I'm going to do, and I feel no shame in it because,
obviously,
honestly,
you would feel no shame, Jared. It's a little too late for shame in your life.
Dude, but I want to talk about his secret son, Jacob Frank. This was basically the son that he pretended that he never had. What a dipshit loser. Like, really.
I bet Jared's parents wish they could pretend they never had a son.
They could, because he never leaves. He's gonna obviously he's gonna contradict himself later on. I don't believe Jason David Frank pretended not to have this kid. I believe he's acknowledged the kid and was around for him.
Pretend like one of your sons never existed, to never talk about him, to never have him in your Mighty Morphin vlogs or any other sort of social media. He literally pretended like this kid didn't.
He didn't have his son in his Mighty Morphin blogs? How could he? How could he keep somebody out of the Mighty Morphin blog? You know, Jared's off. But if he's really keeping his son out of his Mighty Morphin blog, Jared might have a point.
Exist, and it sickens me. And all I can say is, Jacob, if you're watching this, homie, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that your dad was such a douche hammer. Like, really, bro. What happened was Jason had 2 wives, and sometimes when,
he has 2 sons and a daughter, and then he has a daughter he's got a bunch of kids. So Jared doesn't even know how many kids Jason David Frank had.
Oh, you have a kid with an ex-wife. You basically, as sick as this is,
he has 3 kids with his first wife,
because
and one
it
with
reminds you of your ex.
With
and
his
I'm
second.
pretty sure that's what happened with poor Jacob. So, shout outs to him. I found out about him from an MMA site. He was actually an MMA fighter for a while.
Yes. So why was he an MMA fighter? How did that happen? It couldn't have been because his dad was ignoring him and pretend like he didn't exist, right?
Yeah.
I think he trained at this place that I used to train at.
And what place was it? And you didn't train there. You went there and got your ass kicked.
This, well, I say used to train at, but I went a few times. Rising Sun Karate, that's where Jason Frank worked.
Okay, so listen to this.
So he worked at his
dad that ignored him.
Oh,
his dad
okay.
His dad that pretended like he didn't exist gave him a job at his martial arts dojo.
Yeah.
I want you to think about that for a second.
If I had a dad with a martial arts dojo and all he ever did for me was give me a job, I'd be so mad. My dad giving me a job when he could just give me my own dojo. He didn't love me if he wouldn't give me my own dojo.
Yeah.
At what point was he estranged?
Not at all.
I think it seems likely that he wasn't in the Mighty Morphin Power blog because he'd grown out of that.
That's where he, taught. And
look, Jared lying once again. Imagine my shock.
Oh, Egghead.
Yeah, so he had a son. And
he has 2 sons.
you know, his daughter, everyone knows about his daughter. I forgot her name, but nobody knew about his son Jacob, bro.
It's on fucking Wikipedia. I'm looking at it right now. And no one knew about him? He taught at his school. What?
He might have kicked Jared's ass.
And so I just kind of wanted to give him a shout out, you know, my own little thing for the homie. I'm sorry that you had such a terrible father, Jacob. Like,
what a fucked up thing to say. Like,
imagine that Jacob Frank really felt this way, and he sees Jared say this and creates like an ultimate bond with Jared Genesis because Jared Genesis was the only person to ever show him any love and care.
And then Jason David Frank's son trains Jared, and Jared becomes UFC World Heavyweight Champion. All right.
There's our happy ending to the Jared Genesis saga.
And he never messes with kids ever again.
Oh, that's the perfect ending. Hooray.
it sucks, dude, and it happens. You know, there's a lot of people who share that same story. So I just wanted to let you know, dude, you have my sympathy, and I wish you all the best. And I'm sure if you guys Googled it, you could find this kid. I'm not making it up. You know, if you were to search Jason's, you know, personal information, not illegally, but if you were to Google Jason Frank, you would see that he had a son named Jacob that no one even fucking talked about. So,
but he's on the Wikipedia page, right?
Yeah. It says he has two sons and a daughter with his first wife, and one daughter with his current wife or second wife.
Disgusting, folks. Anyways, guys, peace.
Oh, also, there's this other thing of it's none of your fucking business anyways.
Right.
Can't forget that part of the equation.
All right. Now we got good old Wild Bill. He made a couple of videos. Look at him.
An appeal to heaven license plate.
Yeah, do you think he's been getting some action from the Regal Redneck? Do you remember that?
Do you think he would let his beard grow out like that if he was?
I don't know. Maybe she's into it. Maybe she likes the scruffy look.
Maybe.
Literally nothing pops up that says no one talked about Jacob. Jared can't help himself but be a pathetic, pathological
Jared's not
liar.
lying. Jared said the kid didn't show up in the Mighty Morphin Power blogs. That's all the proof you need. Egghead, go watch all the Mighty Morphin Power blogs and prove to me that Jacob wasn't in them, and then I'll say Jared's a liar. Otherwise, I have to take Jared's word on this one.
The dirty Democrats have done it again. They've turned America's elections into a circus of chaos and cheating. And the Washington, D.C. Republicans do what they always do. They find a way to not stop the Democrats. After the 2022 midterms, it is now clear that the American people are being blocked from electing the candidates that we want. The system has installed, against the will of the American people, the most morally corrupt and evil people into public office. Joe Biden, John Fetterman.
John Fetterman? He's morally corrupt and evil?
Who is John Fetterman?
He beat Dr. Oz in Pennsylvania not after having a stroke not too long ago. He's a super tall guy, so maybe you like that.
Yeah, I like the fact he looks like he's in a band.
Oh, I was gonna say biker gang or something. But
yeah, it looks like he's a drummer or something.
Um,
his hands are just a little too weak to be a drummer. He looks like he's used to be a drummer.
He's 6'8".
It looks like he's wearing a fake beard.
Who, Bob? Nah, that looks like old man
Wild Bill.
Or I call him. Damn it, I called him Trumpster Bob again. But yeah, you're right.
There is somehow a difference between the two of them.
Oh, there
as well.
is. No, you're right. You're right. That phone call.
Gretchen Whitmer. There's absolutely no way any of them could win in a fair American election. They were installed to give America the finger and to demonstrate.
So this is what I wouldn't be surprised if the Democrats end up doing it too. Like eventually, you'll just say it was rigged if you lose, and then just trust that there's enough stupid people to believe it.
People in chat are saying that Wild Bill changed his TikTok name to Kingbeard Exodus.
That we the people are no longer in charge of our own country. The corrupt election system deliberately keeps the races close because close allows cheating to go undiscovered. And close races inspire fearful people to give more and more money in hopes of pushing their candidate across the finish line. Well, it is my prayer that after the midterm debacle we just witnessed, the American people will finally snap out of it and realize that the Republican Party is not the savior of America. The Washington, D.C. Republicans have been in collusion with the Democrats to govern against the will of the American people for years. The American people must stop counting on politics to save America. There is no political solution to this mess. That is why we must remember who we are.
What do you want to do? What's your solution? Because I don't disagree with the sentiment, but his solution is going to be stupid.
The solution is to plant your feet in the ground, pray to Christ,
Right.
whip your dick out, and have sex with a chew toy.
As Americans, the USA was founded to be a Christian nation, a nation under God. And the only hope for the USA is for us to get back to being...
I forgot about it being one nation under God. See, I thought the forefathers were all about political or religious freedom.
One nation under God was added later.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh. See, I thought in the 1950s when they put In God We Trust on the dollar bill that meant that God was all about money.
In the Pledge of Allegiance, the under God part was added later. It was not part of the original pledge.
A nation under...
I always felt like, because I went to a religious school, and before class, we would say the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we would pray. So, like, the Pledge of Allegiance made me feel like I was praying to America. Like, I'm going to pray to America first, and now I'll pray to Jesus. You know?
Yeah, it's just like
I pray to
operating.
the God America, and then I pray to Jesus.
Just light programming in the operating system of our youth.
Yeah.
God, with personal and national repentance from the wickedness that has risen up to seize control of the most powerful nation in world history. Instead of putting our faith in charismatic politicians, we must put our faith in the King of Kings, Jesus Christ, the Son of God who died on the cross to pay for our sins and then rose from the dead to be our heavenly advocate. The battle of America is not between political parties. It is a war between good and evil. The forces of heaven against the forces of hell. And if the ballot box is our primary weapon, then we will continue to lose. The most powerful weapon we have today to stop the Democrat Party is fasting and praying in the Spirit. Ooh. God has promised that if we humble ourselves and turn from our wicked ways, He will hear from heaven and heal our land. Question is, can we humble ourselves? And will we turn from our national sins?
This is why I'm supporting Kanye West.
Wild Bill for America saying, think about it. Thank you for watching, and America bless God. Again.
America bless God. Again.
Again. All right.
Fasting and praying. The two best things you could do for the Lord.
Oh, sheriff is calling me. Hold on. Hello, this is sheriff's office.
It is.
That's very good. How can I help you?
I'm calling about some phone calls you've been making to some people that work at a farm.
Yeah, they've been stalking me for 2 years. They've committed multiple felonies. Let's talk about that. Because I'm going to call everybody in their goddamn family and tell me who this cocksucker's name is that's been stalking me for 2 years. And legally, I'm in self-defense. There ain't a fucking thing you can do about it. And I'll tell that to you, these police officers, when they show up here to the goddamn house here. I'm going to tell you now, I've been reporting this to the fucking police for over 2 years. I'm tired of being stalked.
I thought they've been stalking you for 2 years.
Yeah, but he's been reporting for 10 years.
10 years.
That's how diligent Trumpster Bob is. 8 years before it started, he was prepared.
Okay.
by these motherfuckers. And I'm self-defending myself here. And I'm going to sue this whole goddamn family. And I'm going to send this information I got to the police tomorrow right here where I live.
You know what? It's too bad Trumpster Bob is a fucking lunatic. Because I really feel like he could be a great voice actor. His voice sounds like a cartoon character's voice.
I mean, he's got a cartoon character's voice, but is he really... Like, do you think he could read and read lines with emotion and conviction? There's more than a voice to being a voice actor, right?
I feel like he could.
There's a lot more.
I would love to hear it.
Well, you're gonna have to fund his first audio project.
Okay.
We'll do the Drunken Peasants animated film starring Trumpster Bob.
Trumpster Bob.
I think this is a good idea.
He got so mad when I did the thing like Jeff does with JF, where I cut out his mouth and was talking like him.
Oh, that's illegal.
Oh, he got so mad about that for a little while. He was super pissed at me.
Local police in Palmhurst, Texas. So I'll tell you what, how about you call them motherfuckers back and find out who this cocksucker is?
I put one of those like Saudi like things that Saudi men wear on their head on him.
Yeah.
Stalking me. The bald-headed white fucker that's been slandering my fucking name. He's took 20-second clippings out of my videos to try to make me look like a goddamn pedophile. I've had to go down to the police department and give them timestamps of those videos that they've deleted to prove that I'm not fucking guilty of that shit. And these cocksuckers also called the fucking emergency room I was in trying to slander my fucking name to the doctors in all kinds of sick, disgusting ways. They have committed so many fucking felonies, calling the judges, the lawyers, and every fucking court case that I've had to go to.
I don't think that's a felony.
No matter what the fuck it was. Let me tell you something. You need to go back and call them and have them fucking charged. Because you ain't got a goddamn thing calling me. I'm going to tell you right now.
Bobby, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I don't have any details about what's going on. All I know is you called these people and you're talking about being stalked. What are you talking about?
I just told you.
Well, I don't know anything about that, so you're going to have to give me some more details than that.
These people have been stalking me for over 2 years. I'll tell you what, let's set
Why
up
don't
a
you
meeting.
start by giving her the name of the fucking guy you've been calling all his family members for? Say, hey, I don't remember the guy's name. We were talking about it the other day when he was talking to his...
Wits End. I know who this guy is because he's an Elisa orbiter.
Oh.
And he makes a bunch of videos about Bob and does like streams and stuff. They're like mortal enemies. There was one point where Bob thought I was him and like thought it was him pretending to be me.
How could you do that?
He was all super paranoid about him.
Since
a DP meetup at Bob's house would probably be more fun than a DP meetup at the Seed.
The Seed, we're going to rough it.
Bob's house got casino and weird rednecks.
Talk to the local police department, and they're too stupid to carry on the case. I got to keep feeding them information until they're overwhelmed, and they got to feed it up a little higher, which is to you guys. I would assume it would be next to anyway. So how about we set up a meeting and we talk about this? Because I'm going after this Aaron Brothers Incorporated and their entire fucking family, because they're the ones that have been stalking me, and I know that, or otherwise they would have told me who this fucking guy's name was already. And I know for a fact that he's the one that's called me because
They have not been able to get many words in.
GPS backtraced the phone number that he's been using for the past 6-7 years to call me on. So I know for a fact.
How did you do that?
It's pretty easy. You just punch in the phone number on a GPS tracer, and it traces it to that coordinate. It goes onto that property. Now, in this particular case, unlike most that I've done this on, it don't take you to the direct house because it's not a neighborhood. Okay? It's actually in Paulding, Ohio, outside. It's
Paulding, Ohio. I have been there before.
Actually, I'll give you the address. It's
Paulding, Ohio is a very small town in the middle of nowhere.
45879, but it don't tell you that when you backtrace the phone number, right? Because they used a Google phone number. So when you backtrace a Google phone number or a phone number that somebody has purchased online, and you want to find out where they called you from, what you have to do You have to take that phone number, whether it's their phone number, a Google phone number, or any phone number. If you do,
See on little plebs, you can do it.
Thank you. Yeah, help us out. Help us get to 50. There's only 3,500 people in Paulding, Ohio.
Google it. You can Google that phone number using an app or Google or anything. You're not going to find nothing on that phone number. When that happens, you have to GPS trace that phone number, right? Any moron knows this that knows how to do tracking. Anybody that don't know how to do tracking, they'll never have a clue how to do it. I just recently have learned how to do this over the past few months. So here's the deal.
Any moron who knows tracking knows how to do this.
I just learned how to do this.
I just learned.
I'll be right back.
This is easily the best Detective Bob on the case once again. Those of you watching right now, this would be a great time for you to ask questions because I'm not going to watch any more of this if I don't have to. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Should we talk turkey? It's Thanksgiving. You guys get ready for a big Thanksgiving dinner? How do you guys, one in the chat if you get along with your family and enjoy Thanksgiving. Two in the chat if you dread Thanksgiving. I know there's a lot of people that don't like Thanksgiving. I always get along with my
That
family.
girl says you are welcome, boys. Here is another dono lol.
Cheers. Thank you, that girl. Appreciate you. Days says 3, whatever 3 means. I see some 2s in the pleb chat. I see 1s in the fan chat. Nistia says 3. I don't know what 3 is. If you guys want to explain what 3 is, does that mean you don't celebrate at all? Is that 3? Reverend Veritas says, and Billy is my daddy. Ooh, woo. So you do get along with your family? Even though we're not going to be streaming on Thanksgiving? Uh-oh. 3 is for the manatee. Aha. Interesting. Charles Noden works every holiday day for time and a half. That's actually good. Get that time and a half in. Double time on Sunday. Make that money, honey. 1 if by land, 2 if by sea, 2.3. Mr. Borden says 3 is getting arrested fighting your family because YouTube chat made you do it. I mean, if chat says do it, you got to do it. You know, bro. Money, bro. Dude, I remember my dad when he was like working in the shipyards. He would work holidays, get time and a half. He was working like 72-hour work weeks. He'd work Sundays, get paid.
One of the best
double
things
time.
about getting COVID is we got out of having to host Thanksgiving this year.
Damn, COVID. This year you don't have to host Thanksgiving? Isn't COVID basically forgotten now? Doesn't everybody go get together and eat turkey? Like, no, everywhere I've gone, there's like no COVID protocol anymore. The big deal is make that time and a half. Get that money. It's great. Ruby Jules says, I just had a dream where I was offered pussy and I consulted with Egghead about it, and we decided no on the females and ate Thanksgiving instead. Everybody should give up vagina to have turkey dinner with Egghead.
I thought that was going to end very differently.
That's not a bad idea.
I thought Ruby Jules and Egghead were going to bang or something.
No, they're just having a nice Thanksgiving dinner.
Come on, Ruby Jules.
Just say no to Virjajo.
So you take that number and you put it into a GPS locator. And it gives you the coordinates of where that person is located that used that Google number, any fucking number on a goddamn planet that they purchased.
I would not be able to just sit through this. I would have to cut in at some point.
Yeah, but like, she's got to take it seriously, right? He's said he's got felony crime charges, so now she has to do her best to.
This is just nonsense
file
at this
this
point.
Location.
Nistia says, but Billy, what if you have a vagina? Do you have to cut it out or just lock it up? Just lock it up. It's Thanksgiving. If you pack mashed potatoes inside of it, it should be fine. A little gravy on top. That's it. At worst, some cranberry sauce will plug you right up. You're fine. Don't worry.
are talking to you from physically. So you take that address, right? Normally, it gives you the address, like there it is. In this case, it don't do that. So what I have to do then is go to the county for Paulding, Ohio. There, you have to go to the county register. Which I did, and you look at their map, and you can do this right now. You guys can do this right now as I'm telling it to you. So you go to their register, right? It's got a map on there, just like 99% of all the ones do and everywhere, except for some place like Fort Worth, Texas, that don't let you do it that way. There's another way you got to do it there. You actually just show up in person and do it there. Okay, it's pretty easy. As long as you show up in person, you can do it in Fort Worth.
I bet, like, the person he's talking about doesn't even live in Paulding, Ohio. Like, I bet he's just totally wrong. Because, like, look.
I'm sure he's wrong. He called the one girl, and she had no idea who he was talking about.
He said
he's consistently wrong.
He said Elisa was, like, from India and
was a trans woman.
Yeah.
And that
Aduru.
Ocasio-Cortez was a secret Muslim woman, and the only way to prove it was to show her mutilated vagina to him.
That's craziness.
I don't know if there's one thing Trumpster Bob's ever said that I could verify just by him saying it. I think everything he said has been questionable at best and psychotic at the normal level.
But in any county. But most all counties let you do it online. This one does. So I did it online. I moved that map directly to those crossroads and directly to that property and that house. I got the address. That address comes out to 14743 Road, 126 Paulding, Ohio. Now, I want to know the name of this guy that's been stalking me and with a gang of people who have a lot of felonies and bad history on their fucking records.
So this guy you said is Elisa Jordana circle?
I think that's who he's talking about. Because
is KAF going to have to change his name to Kermit and Felons?
Maybe so. Maybe they're all felons. Do we really know Elisa's past?
Wow.
One, I can give you their names and all of this information.
Have you reported this to your local law enforcement, Bobby?
Oh, yeah, but I mean, they just sit on their thumbs and spin. What do you want me to tell you? They don't know what to do because what are they going to do? All they can do is report it up. And I don't think they've done that yet. So I'm fixing to go tomorrow and give them this information.
Who is your local law enforcement?
I like how they called him this time. He's been going so far off. They called him, and he was ready to go right into the same spiel.
Yep.
Bob is on edge all the time, ready to jump.
That you've been reporting stuff to?
Palmhurst, Texas.
What, what?
Palmhurst, Texas.
Yeah, Palmhurst, Texas. Because my palm hurts from so much jacking my dick.
Okay. So with what you're doing right now, I understand you're in some sort of distress with this stuff going on, but you can't be calling and harassing these people like this. Okay.
You're wrong, and I am going to continue to do it.
Oh, God.
Okay. So if you continue, I'm going to have to send charges over for you. Okay. You can't.
That's okay. That's okay, because I tell you what, I will sue you. As soon as
He's so crazy.
you get out of jail, you'll have to drop charges on me because I got a right to have the law enforcement that's you do something about these people stalking me, or I have a right. No, wait a minute. I'm telling you right now, I already know this on a federal level. I've been through this already before. I've been through this, so I want you to understand this very clear.
Very
you can
clear.
send cops to arrest me right fucking now. And I'll tell you what's going to happen already. I've been through this already. What's going to happen, I'll go to jail. You're going to let me out. About a year from now, you're going to drop the charges on me because you got not a fucking thing. Then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to sue your fucking police department. Okay? And then I'm going to sue these cocksuckers because they're the ones stalking me. And do you know why I'm going to sue you guys? Because you guys did not do what you're supposed to do.
He hasn't sued anybody.
And protect me. You did not protect me. You have failed to protect me. The local police department has failed to protect me and take up for my constitutional rights. I have a right not to be harassed. You guys have not done your job. So I'm going to continue to call these people until I find out who this guy is. And then I'm going to report him to his local police department for harassing and stalking me. And then I'm going to send them a shitload of information for the past 6 fucking years of his fucking harassment.
Okay, listen. You need to report everything to your local law enforcement and stop harassing these people, or there will be charges filed on you, okay?
That's fine. I don't mind charges filed or charged. But I tell you right now, because you're going to end up dropping those charges, because I got a right to call these people to find out who this guy is. It's called self-defense. You better get a clue, bitch.
The sheriff called him. He ends the call with, "It's called self-defense. You better get a clue, bitch," and hangs up.
Done. She hung up because I'm in the right. She's
going to call back.
There will be charges filed against you.
He's going to call them back. He's such a
Paulding County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, did y'all just call me?
What's your name?
Bobby Jones. What county office are you? What office are you?
The Paulding County, Ohio Sheriff's Office.
Paulding County, Ohio.
Oh, good. I want to report this family for stalking me for over 2 fucking years. Your office apparently called me and threatened me with fucking charges, and I'm the one that's being stalked over the past 2 years. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I'll tell you to your face.
You got somebody else.
File charges on me. I'll file charges on your fucking ass for not taking up for me.
Damn.
I'm the one being violated here. So fuck whoever called me, and they're fucking assholes.
Damn.
Put that bitch back on the phone. I'm not done educating her fucking ass yet.
Okay.
Grady George says, "How can Ohio file charges on him?"
They can file them in Ohio.
They were just calling him initially to check in on the calls he was making, right?
They were calling because people were complaining about him calling and harassing them.
Yeah.
Because he's calling all these random people in this town of like 3,000 people.
Yeah, and when you have an admission of him calling, that's when you file. I don't know what their jurisdiction could be and what the course of recourse would be, but putting on record is important in situations like this.
If there was like an active warrant out for him in Ohio, he could be arrested in Texas and turned over. That could definitely happen.
I'm gonna find out the name of this guy who does not pay a bill and is not registered as renting at the address that he's been harassing me from. I'm going to find out his fucking name, and I'm reporting to my local police department all of this information. You guys press charges against me, I don't give a fuck. Because let me tell you how this works. I will sue your fucking ass the day you got to drop those fucking charges. Because I'm the one being assaulted here. I'm the one who's being assaulted. Do you get that?
Do you get that?
That means if you file charges against the person being assaulted, the day you got to drop those charges because they're defending themselves, trying to find out the name of the motherfucker who's assaulting them, you get fucking sued, bitch. I've been through this in the past. I didn't sue him last time, but I'll sue him next time.
You're not going to talk to me like that.
Well, I'll talk to anybody like that. Well, look, I will fucking harass you. I will call you back 500 times, bitch. You think I won't? Watch this. Call her back again.
What a psycho.
I will talk to you like that.
What a psycho. He prank calls and harasses the police.
Shit, I know the fucking law here. I know my protection.
You know the law, Bob.
Well, if you're going to continue to talk to me like that, you're not going to talk to anybody.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll try to be as nice as I can, lady. But here's the thing. This guy has been stalking me for over 2 years. He's committed multiple felonies. He has posted child pornography. He has sent child pornography to many people. I've got them all as my witnesses, and I can prove it anywhere on the earth in the court of law. And I'll tell you something else. This guy has made false police reports to the police and contacted other people.
You kind of like what you're doing right now.
He's made false police reports to the police.
People. And
oh, God.
Coached them into sending little spurts of videos trying to make me look like a pedophile, which I've proven wrong by going down to the police department and giving them the timestamp to that video. Some of them were deleted, but you know, I know you police guys, you can look at videos whether they've been deleted or not on YouTube, because YouTube, I happen to know, keeps over 20 years worth of those videos. They save them. They never get arrested totally. Like you cannot delete a video and it's gone on YouTube. That's not going to happen. By law, it's 10 years, but they go 20 years, okay? So here's the thing. I know all of this already because I've been through it multiple times. And I'm going to tell you something. These guys have broken the law by contacting judges, lawyers, and the hospital emergency room to lie on me and to slander my name.
Lying on my name.
I'm going after these people in the court of law. I'm reporting them to the police here locally. I'm going to report them to the county, and I'm going to push this through the state, because the state of Texas has an online stalking unit for the state of Texas. I'm going to push charges against every one of these people, and if they don't give me this guy's name, I'm going to sue them personally when all this is legally done about 5
Bob's
years
a
from now. I don't
machine.
care. These people are the worst.
He's a legal eagle.
Kind of people. They stalk other people online, and somebody needs to bring these people to the proper authorities. They need to be arrested and charged and thrown in a freaking prison. So for them to call you and complain about me calling them to try to find out who this guy is a joke. So I'm not scared of you, is what I'm saying. I'm not scared of your sheriff's department.
Well, you're not going to talk to me like you were talking to me before.
That's fine. And I agree. Maybe you're right. Maybe I was cussing too much before. But I'm letting you know, man, officer, I'm not scared of anybody in your damn police department. You dig? I'm not.
You dig?
That's it. Wow.
Bob's not afraid of anything.
No.
He's got a bad case of athlete's face and doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, shit.
Let's
take a look at some of the actual Mania promos that we've got.
Actual
Look at
Mania.
that. Look at that logo
The
right
winning
there.
team right here.
Whoa.
I don't practice Santeria, but I got a crystal ball. Well, I plan to crush some cringe boys, but now I don't know what to do at all. I'm in a survivor situation against this Jespro that been found. They thought I'd pop a cap in Jespro and I'd smack her down.
Whoa, in Minecraft.
What I really wanna do.
Actually, you're allowed to call murder in music.
Really wanna say is
It's art at that point.
like to fight with the only other girl on the show. My soul will have to suck it the fuck up and fight this Jespro anyway. She uses her bare feet to crush eggs. She feel them break, feel them break, feel them break, and I gotta laugh it up. Oh, I swear that I know they wanna show my baby. I really wanna say, come at me, bro. I'll take you. Yes, I'm ready to throw down and motherfucking go.
Boom.
I'll crush your fucking... What I really wanna say, baby. What I really wanna say is I've got time to make 150 videos. Tell that Jespro that if she knows what is good for her, she best go run and hide. Auntie's on a hater fucking vibe. And I won't think twice to tell you you got stank-ass fucking toes.
Steak-ass fucking
And I
toes.
say your only fans should be of you in clothes. It's just a fucking show, my baby. What I really gotta say is I don't kink shame. But your fake porn's really fucking gross and fucking lame. And Jared probably came.
Oh no!
Backing vocals.
That was from the actual Mania winning team.
Luchador and Possum guaranteed win.
Whoa.
Heart emoji.
Damn, swell shank.
They are, the other team, they got to work together, maybe put something special together.
We had that promo from Big Diesel that had the whole team featured.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So that was forward thinking right there from Big Diesel.
Yeah, so, yeah, you're right. I don't know. The stronger team may prevail.
Yeah, obviously, I'm only calling them the actual Mania winning team because that's what it says on their logo.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think
Circle R.
I don't think that there's no competition here. Obviously,
There is.
It's all competition.
Oh, what time is it? Oh, I'm gonna miss my chance. I gotta go.
He's back.
I'm literally still here. I'm just like right at the door, pissing out my fucking backyard so I can watch.
Nice.
Like, I'm literally here. I'm watching.
Hang Wang, let it drip.
So here's the first video.
Oh, hello there.
And by the way, I believe his name is Johan.
Johan.
But he said John because I don't
got a lot of
think
time. I know he
pronounce his name right.
takes a long time to pee, but I still got a hood.
know.
Gotta get in here. Gotta get in. Access his data computer. All right.
What?
Got a download going. I go. What the heck is all this stuff? Who the hell needs that much paper towel?
He's in Chef's Place.
This is gonna get him and his team disqualified.
So he's snooping through the commissioner's computer?
He's in his house. He's snooping through his house.
He's in the commissioner's computer right
He's
now.
in his house. That's illegal.
Let me put us right there. That'll probably be a little better.
It's
pretty big.
Is that a boxed copy of Seaman for the second Dreamcast?
Yeah, we live like 45 minutes away from it.
And what the heck did he do? What's he using this kind of thing for? Okay, I got it all. Seconds to spare. He's coming back. I gotta get out of here.
In Finland, if someone says that you're scary, yes, we are scary. So, peasants, this is scary. And what I think, this is taller, heavier, and better what even Big Diesel has.
Whoa. Uh-oh.
Oh, yes. It's just as I suspected, as the current commissioner, Jeffrey Hollandaise, kept exhaustive notes on every member of the roster. I will analyze this data and use it against my enemies.
Whoa. That's cheating. 50 grain distilled vinegar? What does this have to do with anything?
That was the end of the video. That's interesting.
I'm so confused.
Oh, hey, a promo not from a car for once in Drunken Peasants for a fucking while. Isn't that something? Huh. Anyway, hi. Egghead wants a fucking answer. Egghead wants to know why I enlisted the assistance of one manatee, one sea devil, Brett Keane. And, frankly, no. Egghead, you don't get to, you entitled cowboy bitch, you don't get to dig deep into my plans. Do you think I'm some sort of Ozymandias figure who's going to tell you his plans in some coy manner whatsoever. You know what I mean?
Do you think Egghead's watching right now?
He's seething.
I did that last episode. Got to read into it. That's what an antagonist does. He's unpredictable. He does what he wants, when he wants, all in the name of what he needs.
What are the odds we get an Egghead promo before the end of the night?
Well, I think Egghead's not watching right now, and we'll get an Egghead promo before John's promo's over.
Really?
I think him not watching, he'll still send a promo in because he's connected.
He's here.
Egghead's
There he is.
dialed
He's
in.
right there. He's right there.
And also, if you want to come at me for enlisting the assistance of someone, why don't we turn the camera back on you? Because everything you've done in your life, you've needed the assistance of Ben and Billy. Your most popular TikTok, you wouldn't have because of Ben. All of your wins in Actual Mania, you wouldn't have because of Ben and Billy gassing you up. You wouldn't have it because of Jeff Holiday gassing you the fuck up.
Where would Hulk Hogan be without Vinnie Mac, baby?
Damn.
So if you wanna play that game, I'm happy to oblige. I will say though, Actual Mania's coming real fucking soon, and I don't think you're ready at all for what I'm gonna bring to the table. Granted, I will say I want to apologize really quick because I know I said last time I'm gonna sing to the heavens about how much of a cunt you are. I feel I was a little crass there, so let's dial it back a little bit. I'm gonna sing to the heavens of how much of a bitch you are. Is that better? That sounds about right. Buckle the fuck up.
Are we gonna actually start singing though? Like we just saw Auntie Jessie's promo. We've seen tons of other people
It's like
start
the
singing.
merger of DP Idol and
Yeah, we're about to have the DP musical episode of Actual
Yeah.
Mania soon. You might have to sing to the heavens. A sing to the heavens match.
Boys, so saith the antagonist of Actual Mania. See you soon.
All right, John Page.
You could just call me Lou. Now you may be asking yourself, who does this fella think he is getting involved in Actual Mania? Who does this fella think he is? Now you may be asking yourself, who does this fella think he is getting involved in Actual Mania? Who does this fella think he is getting involved in Actual Mania? Actual Mania. Actual Mania. Actual Mania. Actual Mania.
That's a good question. Lou, who are you? You're in my world now, where I control the time. The echoes of shattered souls who have tempted the same path. It's too late, you're now trapped, stuck in an eternal dream world, from which you will never return.
What is going on? I'm so confused.
現実を見ろ。この世は思い通りにはいかぬこと
Oh
ばかり。
no.
Is this anime? Was that it? Interesting. I think that was Big Diesel.
Yeah, obviously, Big Diesel's turning Actual Mania into the final episode of Evangelion. We're fucked.
We're fucked.
We're fucked.
That was the whole video that I have.
Hawkeye says that wasn't the whole video. It was broken. Is this what happens when Star Spangled Luchador hacks into people's computers? Did he hack into
Probably.
this fucking video too?
The two team captains, you know?
I don't know if I like these cyber attacks. You know what? I'm anti-mask.
You're an anti-masker.
I'm anti-masker.
Just like Kane.
A Star Spangled Luchador wants to run around in his mask, breaking into people's homes like a virus. I'm anti-mask. You take that mask off, you want to break into my house.
Gosh darn it, Egghead.
If I see you in my
Egghead.
house, it's over.
Egghead, you have a week to bring your A game. You should start thinking about it now. Don't just submit Greg Locke content. You gotta, Are we going to accept a live submission from Egghead, or does it have to be pre-recorded?
I think Egghead should only go live. I think that's what makes him the star. But if he actually put together something with oomph and power, you know, he can do whatever he likes. He can do whatever he likes.
So Smarty's trying to say has to be a video.
Is that what Smarty says?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize Smarty ran the show. Fine, yeah. Smarty runs the show, Egghead. Make a video. It has to be a video, Egghead. Smarty runs the show. Egghead. Make a video, Egghead.
I mean, I don't know. I'm fine with Egghead coming in.
All I know is we had a really good run of Egghead defenses. And then we got Honest Red coming in. We had Paige coming in. We had Court of Owls. Everybody wanting to bite into the fucking omelet.
Court of
here.
Owls, it isn't getting a piece of Egghead immediately. Court of Owls
Doesn't
would have
matter.
to perform.
Doesn't matter. Court of Owls was just one in the long line of people trying to go all in on the egg buffet.
Oh, that sounds so
And
gross
that's
to me.
and things have kind of been hijacked. Actual Mania used to be simple, used to be wholesome.
I like it the way
used
it
to be
is
good
now,
old
way
fashioned.
better.
And now it's a war zone, and we can't even have
So much better.
We can't even have a conversation or a Discord without somebody popping up and challenging me to an ass ramming match or something.
Well, now it has its
You're
own.
all sick and you're demented, is what I'm saying. We used to watch Gail Cord Schuler because she was crazy, and now the people, the watchers, have become the crazies. Who watches the watchers is what I'm saying.
We have our own actual Mania chat, like specific room to go into in the Discord.
Yeah, but if I go into any room now,
and that chat is more interesting than the general chat.
everybody in that Discord is just ready to fight now because of this. Everybody's got egg on their face, and that's not a euphemism.
Bring in the egg. All these coattail riders.
Whoa.
Chosen. Oh, you always were the crazy, Sticky. You know. Your name's Sticky, Sticky. We know why your name's Sticky.
Smarty's calling
been
out
baptized in the thing that makes you crazy.
Smarty's calling out Egghead's lack of editing skills.
Well, Egghead, for one, used to rip off Shane Dawson all the time.
Didn't he go to like film school of some sort?
Egghead's fully capable of doing a fully edited video. He won't though, because he's too busy fighting with Honest Red and everybody else and Smarty. Who was it? Was it Star Spangled Luchador who was in the chat challenging? Was he challenging Smarty because Honest Red and I don't know. There was Honest Red and Egghead were. It was Honest Red and Egghead were fighting in the chat, and Star Spangled Luchador was like, oh, I guess I should just challenge Smarty since our opponents care more about each other than us. I was like, damn it.
There was starting to be a feud between Luchador and Shab, but now they're on the same team, so they're, they got to bury the hatchet.
Well, Shabisky's feud has been with Honest Red for a
It's
while.
brewing. It's brewing.
As Honest Red's request.
Yeah.
But
that shabby fella.
But yeah, if Egghead was a real man, he would take apart everything John Page has ever done on the internet and piss on it. You know what, Egghead? Your entire submission
Channel awesome.
should be you taking a clip video of Smarty putting on an old television and just a video of you pissing right on the screen. Just piss all over that sumbitch. And then turn around and say, this is more than you deserve. That's the money right there. Smarty says, Billy, you're holding his what? His hand?
Yeah.
Of course I am, Smarty, and I'll tell you why. Because Egghead is special, okay? Egghead is the Andre the Giant of cringe, okay? And everybody who wants to come in here and they want to eat a piece off of the cake that is Egghead, you want to cut into it, you want to slice it, you want to pick the piece with the candle that says happy birthday on it, with the face of Grimace on the cake. You want to take whatever piece you believe belongs to you. But this is Egghead's party, and he can cringe if he has to. Okay? I'll hold Egghead's hand, and I'll tell you why I'll hold Egghead's hand. Because Egghead is on the verge of exploding all the time. Egghead needs a little guidance to keep him great. And why do we want to keep Egghead great? Because like we said, he's been here with us since
I guess
Actual Mania 2.
Revisionist history.
2! Uh-huh. 2! Actual Mania 2! Egghead's been invested.
Yeah.
Y'all show up now and you want to play big bank, take little bank, and you don't even recognize how much stock Egghead has in the company.
I think Egghead needs a Paul Heyman. You're basically his Paul Heyman right now.
Egghead.
You're his advocate.
Egghead, what Egghead needs.
That's what you're doing right now.
What Egghead needs, honestly, is to disavow anybody who watches this show and go after opponents who have no idea what Drunken Peasants is. Egghead needs to get their attention. Egghead needs to incessantly go out there and I don't know who's cringy right now out in the world. Egghead needs to troll Kanye West until he gets a response from Kanye West.
Oh my God.
That's what Egghead should be doing. Instead, Egghead's backpedaling. He's backpedaling with people who haven't been here, who haven't been holding his dick to piss, but want to tell him how to spray. They want to tell him to stand or sit or whatever way they prefer. They like to put the toilet paper in the roll backwards. They like it to hang from the inside. They want to tell Egghead that's the right way. Well, unless you're wiping his ass, I don't need to know. Okay? I'll tell you that right now. Egghead's sponsored by Balenciaga.
Here it is.
Oh, for the love of Christ. Okay, John. You dumb New York Yankee. You want to sit there and play revisionist history. Okay. You want to sit there and say that my most TikTok video of all time is the Jared video. While yes, it has 64,000 views, that's not my most popular TikTok video of all time.
I can't believe we're bragging
And
about
anyone can go look at this right now if they want to. My most popular TikTok video of all time that's still on my YouTube, on my TikTok page, with over 128,000 views, literally, is just me lip syncing Robin Williams talking about Donald Trump.
That's right, the Chinese bots love me.
You know nothing of me. You know nothing of my past. You know nothing of anything about me. But go ahead, play revisionist history. I've already made my fucking Actual Mania submission against you. Ooh. It's gonna be going up on my YouTube channel tomorrow. Unlisted, of course. But it's all going to be revealed on what I've done for you at Actual Mania. Oh, John, you stupid, dumb New York Yankee.
He keeps doing this.
God,
He's from
what a
Texas.
dumbass.
He's from Texas. Well, he's in Texas. He's a Okie. He's a Okie in Texas.
Okie in Texas.
He's obviously going to talk down on New York City.
What? the thick and chunky
I wish I
salsa?
had an advocate like Egghead has.
Right?
Damn.
Right? I'm not even Egghead's advocate.
Sounds like you are.
No.
You are.
No, I've
You
just
are.
been watching Egghead for so long now. I understand how he works.
Billy the
Everybody
Fridge.
thinks there's this cycle of Egghead. There's not. Egghead's a simple being. He just reacts. He reacts in a way that is pure. He doesn't hide things. He's not a liar. If he does try to lie, he fails miserably every time. We've seen Egghead try to be slick. He's about as slick as a fucking porcupine. But I mean, It's honestly, simply, I'm trying to give you guys the best show possible. And when I support Egghead, it's because I know Egghead will be here tomorrow. Egghead's been here time and again. So I'm putting my money on Egghead because one, I'm the intelligent better. And two, Egghead can't help but be cringy. Does he need help sometimes to be cringy? Of course he does. We could all use a little help from a friend.
He needs help to be cringy. I remember the one time, it was like the first time we got him live for it, and you're like, punch yourself in the balls, and we heard like thud, and he was like, ooh. Oh my God. Man, you are his advocate because you like orchestrate a lot of the shit that he does. And that's why the live works better than him by himself.
I'm simply there to bring the best out of every competitor. And if I felt like every competitor could show up live and work live, I would want them all to be live. But I know you guys can't all show up live. And I don't even know how you guys will operate live.
Yeah.
I knew how Egghead would operate live, and that's why it became a smart thing to make him live. And it was very fun and entertaining. And last time Egghead when was the last time Egghead was live? Was it against Honest Red? Or was it prior to that? Or was it against Andy Dick?
No, I think it might have been Andy
Yeah.
Dick. I don't remember.
So now that we actually have opponents that could show up live, they choose not to. You know why? You know why? Because maybe they have jobs. Maybe they have lives. But what they don't have, is honor. Because they'd rather have Egghead step back from what he's been doing than step up to what he's made it. What he's made the bar. Egghead's raised the bar. So yeah, Egghead, step back because nobody's willing to step up. There you go.
Remember when Kurt Angle started that censorship group? I got you, Egg.
I got you, Egg. And Auntie Jessie tonight.
Wonderful.
How great was that song?
Amazing.
Damn.
Oh man.
And here's something else that I'd like to point out. Smarty is a highly competent creator, obviously, successful on many levels, has been doing so for years. So if you couldn't handle Egghead with a fucking hand up his ass, then I probably wouldn't put my hand up his ass. But I want to give you the best. I don't want to hear excuses when I'm got my whole fucking hand up Egghead's ass. Because honestly, I could just be doing that for fun. Starts with Luchador says, my team has promos that haven't been played yet. Well.
Where? Because you haven't given them to me, right?
We're going to be back again tomorrow. Thank you, Smarty.
Yeah, tomorrow's the go-home show. Tomorrow's the go-home show.
I prefer hand sanitizer from the Bath and Body Works. They have a bourbon flavor hand sanitizer.
Everyone, go send me your content also in the Discord for tomorrow's show. Send me all the funny, crazy videos you want to see on the show tomorrow. Load it up.
Load it up like a baked potato, baby.
Yeah, because, we'll be here tomorrow. And if you have any last-minute promos, you can do that. You can submit it. And then after that, tomorrow night, I'll give you guys the email address to email your promo, your videos for actual Mania. And that's it. We will see all of you tomorrow.
Good night, everybody. Keep your pants up.
Good night.